Alright, so you can hear us in the background. We're up and going, but we still got about 3 minutes before we start. You're going to hear some talking in the background as we kind of get our stuff sorted out, but pay attention to our slideshow, learn a little bit about what's going on, and enjoy the banter. We'll turn the music up just a little bit more than normal. We got flagged this last time.
Yeah, I noticed that.
But it wasn't because we were playing it too loud. It was because I accidentally had the Spotify feed streaming directly onto the app so that it came in as legitimate audio.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, it was a gaffe.
Oh.
Or as Mark Maron from Glow would say, a womb goof.
I wish that I were more excited about that show.
It was a lot of fun.
The womb goof.
So what did you guys do while I was gone?
I finished.
Shared with each other.
Okay.
Loved.
I finished my spell.
Think of any mechanical questions that anyone might have?
No.
Okay.
Fucking.
Or at least not for me.
Alright. Is everyone crystal in all the circumstances with which you need to call for the Xanatar?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Here's my piece.
I'll just hold on to that for right now because we're going to have a stacked entrance. Because of the rate at which everyone got down there, Asphodel's turn will be before everyone else's, and she'll have a complete round to herself. Or I guess Elf Troll, Dragon Priest, the Wisp, and Asphodel.
Yep.
Followed by Edmund and Sylvestriel with their key.
Well, no. Sylvestriel was with them.
Yeah, she was with
Yeah, I was the only one that was behind.
the Wisp.
Yeah, everybody except Edwin came in on the same round as me.
Yeah.
Urki?
Yep.
Urki.
Urki.
What?
It's a way to go, Urki.
Urki was per perky. Well,
I need these papers. Anyone need pen or pencil?
yep.
Pencil.
My eye is twitching.
Eat a banana.
You know what? You know I can't eat bananas.
I'm allergic to them, but I eat them.
Yeah, the texture makes me gag.
Mine makes my throat
Well,
cold.
bringing it back to D&D related topics.
Sorry.
We'll go ahead and put it on the screen so we can make everyone feel self-conscious. Alright, so I actually just now realizing that I forgot to key us up, so while you're all looking at us weird,
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi pals.
I'm going to pop over and fix it.
I'm happy to see ya. Happy New Year
Don't worry
almost.
about it.
Yeah. Aren't we got snow today?
Did we?
Yes. Little tiny flakes.
I
And it was
believe you.
cold. That was
So
the
much better.
takeaway.
Alright, Edwin, look up. Perf.
Cool.
Tell us how pretty we are, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not Dad, I'm your destroyer.
Destroyer, tell us how pretty we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, we're going to be embarking on trivia in just a little bit. I still have the incorrect overlay.
There we go.
Okay.
Now you have both of them.
Accurate. There we go.
Oh, the overlays.
So this is the crew. Still getting just set up a little bit. So instead of bananas, why don't we talk about what we'd like to eat in the fantasy realm?
I eat soil.
So far we haven't really covered any meal times, just because we've been moving so quickly, and the last time we did have an opportunity to eat was when we were on horseback, and that would have all happened passively. But are any of the people who do eat food having any cravings right now?
Grouse. No, goose. I want goose. You made me think of it the other day with your Cards Against Humanity card.
Oh. Geese?
I love a good goose curry. Duck curry, etc. Some sort of game bird situation.
Gamey curry. My favorite dirt is red dirt.
Because of the high
I feel
iron
like-
content.
I feel like it's just a really exotic,
What about
palatable
clay
taste.
content? Do you like clayey soils, or do you
Not
like
as
more
much,
loamy?
no.
I like a gritty,
Like- Show me on the
deserty
textural
soil.
triangle here.
On the texture triangle. No, I just like
Yeah.
really. I'm an equal opportunity dirter.
Yeah.
But a red dirt is really just
Yeah. What do you think about
the Pinot Noir of.
Yeah. Do you like high phosphorus soils?
I could leave it. I could take it.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay. Cool.
The nitrogen that gets me.
We're live.
Just
Sorry.
asking a bunch of really awkward, weird questions. So, are you a legume?
All right, so with food covered,
Yeah.
why don't we talk about some of your characters' favorite holiday traditions? Since we come from such varied places, why don't we talk about each of your racial backgrounds and what you'd be doing this time of year?
Not a whole lot this time of year, but in a couple months I'm going to start fasting during the day, eating at night, which is, to be fair, my preferred because it's easier to eat when no one can see you. And that way you're not going to be, trying to bip and eat at the same time, which is very inconsistent. Like, it's not a good time.
Bippin' and sippin'.
Yeah, bipping and sipping. Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would imagine Edwin has
What was that?
an alert.
It's letting me know something's going on.
Yeah, but I would
That
imagine
won't work.
since he's from a logging town, he would do the whole Christmas tree thing.
yeah, a little Yule tree situation.
Yeah, Yule tree.
Would you put a sun on top instead of a star?
Well, when I actually lived in Arkandale, I didn't worship Lathander.
Oh.
But now, would you?
But now I would probably I would probably put a sun. I would
literal-
use my carpentry skills to make a wooden sun and put gifts under it and have it dangling from the ceiling.
Would have been a really weird time to find out Edwin was like an ex-felon for like pedophilia or something.
Right?
That was before I converted.
That was before the
Oh.
conversion therapy.
Yeah, back in the day I had
Used to be really into spice and 13-year-old girls.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
Okay, well, let's talk about Asphodel now.
let's talk about
So she would definitely. She's from the summer court. It's a little chilly around
She's
these
from
parts.
the hibernation.
No, she's a construct, so we don't really have to do that. She'd probably just be prowling the forests, looking for dragons, fucking shit up, making friends, trying to understand tradition she doesn't understand.
All right. Well, thanks for everyone's responses, and welcome to the stream. So I think we've got everything officially set up. We've got a nice map down here. I haven't had a chance to color it just yet, but if you were able to tune in earlier this week, I was able to make some progress on the last bit of the fortress level, which Wisp, to your right hand, at approximately your 5 o'clock. Yeah, your 5 o'clock.
Oh, me at my 5?
Yep. There you go, on the couch.
Oh,
Now we're there.
sorry.
Why didn't
I
you
thought
just
you
say
were
on the
talking about
couch?
me.
You don't have to grab the whole thing. It's already torn off, so if you want to put that down, just grab the leaf off the top. There you go.
I want to believe it's a fig leaf.
So we were able to make quite a bit of progress on the last bit of the fortress level, and I think I've only got a few areas left, and then we'll have that done, and then I'll move on to coloring this one here as we start to close our Act 1 in reaching the Grove level. And this is where we're going to see a lot of our higher level combatants that have been moving along. If you're curious about what happened last week, I would invite you to go down to my clips and maybe just catch the highlights of a couple of our clips, or even catch the last episode while it's still up on Twitch. If you're curious about an entire back catalog, just search for Ruins of Adventure on YouTube, and you'll be able to find us, or visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/Ruins of Adventure. We will be having another Q&A today. We're going to try and raffle off another one of our Call to the Fae posters. But outside of that, if you'd like to give us some financial assistance as we set our goals on growing and expanding and continuing to
Get good.
make this area known for
Get good.
for Dungeons & Dragons, you can give us a one-time donation through our Stream Elements tab down on my channel, or visit patreon.com/Ruins of Adventure and subscribe to get a few more dividends. With all that being said, the first thing we do before we launch into any exposition is do a little bit of trivia. Starting with our roster, we have the Wisp, Edwin, I'm your DM Bashanye, this is Asphodel, and we're going to move into some categories for which we can earn some points.
What's the theme today?
Today's theme, we're going to be talking about famous weapons.
Yay!
We've all come across some pretty enchanted folks in our time that are either users of a dastardly device or have harnessed a specific type of power that we've had to figure out how to overcome as we've moved forward through immunities and resistances to shocking grasps and legendary actions. We're going to talk about what made our powerful foes powerful today. So take a swig here.
This is going to be so bad for me.
So we'll start forward and work backwards so you guys can play along too. Put your answers in along in the comments section and we'll see how well you do. Alright, for the first benchmark point.
Yams.
Naked, covered in tattoos, and capable of conjuring flames from their hands, the hobgoblins from the Dorbullock tribe seem to harness what source of power in order to cast their spells?
Primal.
Arcane?
I'll go ahead and accept Primal. A Primal Pact is what we're looking for. Who do they have a pact with? Yet to be discovered. But we have noticed that they have a pretty wide threshold of spells, as we've not only encountered those warlocks, but their leader, who went by what clerical title of caster?
Shaman?
Correct.
Oh, good.
Shaman was discovered, hinting at maybe some true Primal Pact crossover, maybe a hybrid druid warlock, but he didn't last very long as he got word of death right on out.
Just insta-death.
In looking at some of the other hierarchy of the goblin army that we've been going up against, I'm going to save this battle music for later.
Thank you. I was like, I know we're about to do the final part of this, but please.
Hill of Sorcery. I can't see what that's. It looks like Sacred Area.
Yeah,
Urn of
almost
Sacred
Sacred
Ashes.
Ashes.
I feel like Prancing Pony would be like a really
Prancing
good...
Pony goes south quick because it has that first 50
Okay,
seconds.
I wanted to just let...
Alright,
But anyway, so in looking at what the goblins have been using against us, we've seen really two archetypes. What is the name of the dangling spiked balls with a court?
Bolo.
Bola?
Correct.
Whatever.
Ebola.
A tie,
Bolo
some
bitches.
balls.
Bolo bitches!
Hashtag Bolo.
Right. The other archetype seemingly has some sort of limited spell casting range, but their primary offense lies in their good defense. They have an item that currently is harnessing what school of magic to try and bewitch your mind?
Enchantment?
Charm.
Illusion.
Correct. Illusion. With crystal pyramidions in each room, they harness the power of your eyesight against you. It is lucky, though, that the only one maneuvered through has been the Wisp, and though Edwin was able to get past the illusion, they proved to be a little too offensive.
So goblins don't go to charm school.
They didn't. I was beating them up pretty good.
True indeed.
Yeah.
So, before that,
Whapping 'em
when
with
we
my
were
stick.
on our entrance into the fortress level, we had to go down the ravine from the Ashen Plain, and there we discovered some green rats
God.
that had a couple of key immunities. What was
Eldritch. They were
Force.
Eldritch rats.
Correct.
They're into force? Or-
Their
Yeah.
Eldritch immunity had it applied to force damage, therefore negating any sort of Eldritch blast that could come their way, as the majority of Eldritch invocations for the Warlock have to do with Eldritch Blast or other spells, and so they seem to have been custom stacked. In looking before the Eldritch Rats, In looking
The
before
Eldritch.
the Eldritch Rats, we found ourselves in a completely different place, fighting completely different foes. But the most notable power source of which was shared between two gentlemen on a sacred site. What spheres of power were merged between Rath Modar and Severin the Red.
Arcane and Divine?
Abjuration. Oh, good. Well.
Good.
I was confident in my wrong answer.
All right.
Well, that's good.
Even though he was separated from the Lich Lord Zastam, Rathmodar still had quite the education, rivaling that of Tanahaka the Nehushtan. What school of magic was Rathmodar known for?
Illusion.
Correct. Just right before that, though, we were locked in some pretty epic battles against some of our flying foes as we had a big mass combat scene where we had to get in and actually storm the grounds that the well sat on. We were able to do this in part because the giant Blagathkus and captain of Skyreach Castle was willing to fly his sky mote into the grounds of the well during the final assault, utilizing what damage type power that his castle was able to generate from a control console you all visited.
Thunder.
Lightning?
Correct. Lightning. Able to cast lightning bolts.
Thunder and lightning.
Thunder
Very,
and lightning.
Very frightening me.
It acted like a warship, and it was very cool. Well, alright. That was our 10 questions.
Did we get all 10 of this?
No, you missed one.
Which one did we miss?
I don't recall, but anyway. You answered it home. I'm curious to see your answers, and when I review this footage, I'll see just how right you were. But other than that, we're going to take a couple of moments to transition into the actual game mode, which means I'm picking up the Xanatar. While I have the Xanatar, we are in a purely exposition mode, and so this is where all the details of the story come into play. Make sure that you have your character's tokens in front of you.
Maybe.
And then I've got ETDP here.
Here, do you want... This can be
I've got
Urki.
Urki right here. Oh, I'm good. PC3 shall serve beautifully. Actually, he was 4. No, he was 3 because 2 was... Who got yeah, Calcrix was discovered first.
Mm-hmm.
But now it went Meepo, Calcrix, he was 4. Meepo, Calcrix, Urki. Okay. PC1 and PC6. Our journeys have taken us into the Yawning Portal, which is a classified nowhere built by Halaster Black. Black Cloak, Black Staff will have a daily double benchmark point in the time it takes me to search through my book and see what.
Black Cloak?
I can't remember if it's cloak or staff. I'll find out.
Yeah.
Good, I just put down Dwayne a bunch of times.
Dwayne?
You mean Durnan?
Whatever I mean. I said what I
Halaster
mean.
the Black Cloak.
Ayo!
We got it. Good job, everybody.
I even wrote it in black.
That's good.
Out of blue.
So hey, do you guys happen to have a blue dice that's all like blue?
Oh, it's on the
Banister.
banister.
I think
Okay.
it is Black Cloak too. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daily double
Boop, boop.
achieved.
Yay.
Alright.
Do you need it now?
Not really.
Okay.
Okay, so going back into exposition, that Halaster Blackcloak built as his own proverbial escape and experimentation grounds underneath Mount Waterdeep in what is now known as the Undermountain. Kept within a secret tavern known as the Yawning Portal, an old adventurer by the name of Durnan kept secret the entrance into this Undermountain. Due to certain wanted parties, the Lich Lord Zastam is currently hunting for the adventurers you see here, as well as their allies, and so to hide themselves until the matter sorts itself, they have taken to the Undermountain. And that's where we find ourselves now in this first act in the Sunless Citadel, which we have found to be an ancient draconic fortress sunken in a ravine by a volcanic eruption thousands of years ago, a relic to a forgotten time that has a hidden secret. The secret within seemingly has nothing to do with its draconic origins, as a tree hailing from an extraplanar origin known as the Gulthias tree is rumored to be located within the Citadel and currently being warred after by a faction of kobolds and goblins. a nearby town known as Oakhurst,
Urkers.
has used the fruit from this mysterious tree to buy themselves privacy to allow their town and prosperity to grow. But with the future of the midsummer fruit out of balance, information has been given to this party to seek out the Gulthias tree, find the fruit, and restore order, which seems to come at the expense of many goblin lives. A goblin tribe known as Dorbuluk, or Dominators, in Chondathan, have kicked out the native kobolds from the draconic home with the help of a druid named Balok the Outcast. An adventuring party from the town had already been mounted and disappeared, as we are the second wave. As we have made it through the entirety of the fortress level, we've made many draconic friends along the way, including a white wormling named Calcrix, a dragon soul kobold named Meepo, and most recently, a gnomish priest of Almanator by the name of Urky Timbers from Neverwinter. Oh yeah, let us not forget the elf troll dragon priest, who was actually a monster, but thanks to Asphodel's beguiling defenses and other awesome class-related abilities, he has been normalized.
Very fucking cool.
Should we say? He has recently unlocked his arsenal and gained a bunch of special abilities that, if harnessed the right way, could prove to be an important ally. They have just fought their way through the majority of the goblin horde in their homesteaded area known as Goblinville, as the last of their hierarchy took through an 80-foot tunnel into the ground surrounded by black vines and other unseelie agents and plants. Diving down through the tunnel, we're going to pick up there in the Grove level as the first of our adventurers, the Wisp, Asphodel, Urky Timbers, and Silinestriel, ride down with the Elf Troll Dragon Priest in chase for the leader of the goblins. We already have our initiative order
Good.
done, so I'm going to go ahead and fill that in for those of you watching at home so you can stay abreast of whose turn it is when. In reviewing, it would seem to go Wisp, Asphodel, Silinestriel, and Urky after that. Oh, I've skipped Elf Troll Dragon Priest.
I was about to say.
EDTP.
Wisp, Elf Troll Dragon Priest, Asphodel, Silinestriel, and Urky Timbers. Oh yeah, Edwin, once he gets down there after the first round.
Okay. I was like, man, I'm not even in the game anymore.
So,
It's a hard
1,
knock life.
Wisp, 2, Elf Troll Dragon Priest, 3,
Is Urky with an E or with a U?
E. 4,
No, he says his name Urky. Urky.
Silinestriel, 5, Edwin, and then I think I forgot
From where
Urky's
he's
6,
from, that's how
Urky
everything's pronounced.
Timbers.
I mean, you don't say... You say ER as add KY or whatever to it.
I guess.
Don't
that's
take
true.
that out of context.
Or
KY
do.
jelly. Lube is important.
Or do. Popping over to a specific song that we're going to get started out here, and then we're going to get our
It's definitely
hands
the
in and
Prince
dicks
and
out
Tony.
for a Chardonnay as we kick off the game here
Hands
in
in,
just a
dicks
moment.
out.
Looking for it.
If we ever get those little jingles that come up on some Twitch streamer streams whenever they get things, I hope ours is hands out, dicks out.
I could set that up, but I haven't yet.
Hands in.
Whatever.
Alright, so
I don't
I've got
wanna
our
go hands
song
up,
queued,
okay.
so let's go. Hands in and dicks out for a Chardonnay on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Dicks out for a Chardonnay!
Game on.
We're all elves here.
80
What?
feet
Oh.
down the tunnel, you've gone with black vines and tendrils spanning the entire way up. After you get through the first 10 feet, it becomes very apparent that whatever you're sinking towards is violet and living. As you get within the 20-foot circumstance, you see that this room that you are descending into is completely covered with violet bioluminescent fungi. Also, down in here in the room, as you are giving chase to the goblin leader currently, and Asriel, go and put yourself there as well. And then Silvestriel and Urki. You see that the goblin and his remaining hobgoblins have taken for this door as they were screaming at each other the whole way down. Show of hands here, who can speak goblin? All right,
good
wait,
job.
Hold on. No goblin.
Okay.
Soundstone.
You cannot use your sending stone right now. On your way down, you pick up through Cherokee that there is some sort of other person in this room that goes by the name of Balsag. Balsag.
Balsag. Is it exactly how I think it's spelled, or is it just one L?
The roars coming out from the area which they call for Balsag are deep baritone, covered with two shrill overtones. As the sights become more visible, there are also two skeletal guardians in here that seem to be harvesting the fungi with scythes that turn to face you as you come down. Because of your abilities and everything, I'm going to count this first round as the descent. Because of that, it will take Elf Troll Dragon Priest's move as well as his action to completely get you all on the ground. I just measured that out, so if you want to go ahead and write out the distances with which you start to see things, we will not see the skeletal guardians until after Elf Troll Dragon Priest's turn. But what we can take away is that the baritone voice and the two shrill cries coming from this way. Goblin leader and hobgoblin cohorts going through the door this way. Two skeletal guardians in the room with you. So, that being said, the Wisp, much like when you were on Arveaturus' back battling Linathan as you escaped Zonthal's tower, you find yourself yet again the paratrooper in an aerial combat situation. Tell me about your turn.
I would like to... You said there are two skeletal guards in the room?
That will not become visible until after Elf Troll Dragon Priest's turn.
Okay.
Using my one sentence, there's something ahead called Balsag.
Okay. So, here's what I would like to do. I would like to ready an action that as soon as we get to the ground, I'm shooting whatever is in the room. If there are multiple things in the room, I'm shooting the first two things that I see.
Okay.
And then I would like to ready the rest of my action that when ETDP puts us down, after shooting those shots, I would like to move to a corner. I'm not able to see the edges of the room, right? Am I?
You're not able to see what?
Am I able to see the edges of the room at all?
No.
Okay. I'm
Large crops of violet fungi are growing off of the entirety of the room. You have an
Cool,
80-foot ceiling, so it's going the whole way down.
Cool. So once we get to the
Very
ground,
quickly.
I would like to get relatively close to the fungi, but not touch them.
You're technically landing on them.
Oh,
It's
good. Excellent.
everywhere.
Okay, that's fine. I'm trying to hide, so I'm going to get to a spot where I can hide. I'm readying that action when we get to the ground.
So you can only ready the action, which as far as I'm understanding, you wanted to shoot people, correct?
Yeah, with my bonus action. Can
Okay.
I? Yes.
So with your bonus action, you
With
want
my bonus action, I'm going to hide.
An important distinction between your turn is you're divvying up what all you're going to put stuff forward. I believe that decides it for the Wisp. Moving.
Oh wait, before I go, hey, by the way, guys, this fungi responds really poorly to fire. Just as a suggestion, I do have Selenestriel if you want to rummage in my bag. I do have an alchemist's fire that you can have, but I'm not giving it to you because I have other things to do.
And that was a parenthetical as we close out
All right.
that and move to the Elf Troll Dragon Priest, who continues to descend. After his first 60 feet of descent, two skeletons make themselves available. Shooting them?
Yeah.
Alright, so Your attack rolls do not matter as they are immune to the piercing and force damage. Your shots ricochet off of their bones as if they were coated in some sort of magical shielding.
Okay, so you can't pierce them. That's my one sentence.
Alright, he then takes his next action to dash and lands, using his bonus action to let go of the Wisp and Asphodel, who are now freeform standing. Okay. After Elf Troll Dragon Priest, we find ourselves at Asphodel.
I want to cast Shatter at the 2 skeletal.
Ooh.
Okay, let me go ahead and mark them out now.
It's getting shattered.
Can you walk us through Shatter here?
Yeah, so they're within a 10-foot radius of the spell,
Yeah.
and they make a Constitution saving throw against my spell save DC, which is 24.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but Shatter does not disambiguate between allies and enemies.
Correct.
I believe
That's
this
fine.
affects more than
In a
just
10-foot radius.
of the target of the spell.
Mm-hmm.
So where is
So
that
the center
target?
of the spell is...
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's
So I
gonna-
want it to be right here.
Okay. So 5, 10. Just going to affect that one.
And it should...
Okay, and then what happens?
You make a Constitution save.
Constitution
against
save
24.
throw. I do not
Ooh.
succeed.
Okay, so you were going to take... Where are all my dates?
Do you need another date? I can be your date, baby.
Okay. 26 damage.
What kind?
Force.
I am immune.
Or not force. Thunder.
I am not immune.
Oh no!
You said 26?
26.
26 thunder damage is Asphodel. Why don't you give a further description while I work out this math?
Yeah, so as it hits, it just takes every molecule around you in the air and just compresses it together.
What I mean is, why don't you tell us about what you do to cast the spell? Is it just putting your hands to your head, or is there
Yeah.
colors? Is there
I mean,
sounds?
I usually always use my corona and move it around in some sort of way because all of my components are up there and it's my spell focus. So I can see thunder damage definitely just moving around and like some dark blue sparks come up as it shoots that way.
Okay. So in this violet room, we have almost a shock of blue to break the monotony of the purple. All right, we are still on you, Asphodel. As you have taken your action.
Yeah, I want to move towards the door and say, hey, I heard them speaking in Goblin. I don't think this is a room we need to stay in.
All right, as you look through the door, you see two of the hobgoblins moving through the cavern as the last one seemingly stays behind to mount up the defense, as you can hear something heavy and metallic being dragged along.
Guys, I think we might have another war sled.
Nice.
I want to stay just on the edge of the door.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to stay just on the edge of the door so I'm not in sight, but I'm ready to go.
All right, sounds good. As we move off of Asphodel, we find ourselves back at Selenestriel.
Alright, so... I guess Selenestriel rummages while... I want to imagine this is happening while we're falling. And Selenestriel's just like...
Just like hand deep in my bag of holding.
Yeah. So I guess, do I have to make a roll to get it? Or
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm reaching into her bag and getting the Alchemist's Fire.
No, that is a bonus action to retrieve an item.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was anything that had to be done. But yeah, I do that. And just to clarify, you want me to kaboom, correct?
I want you to kaboom the goblins.
Okay. Alright, so what kind of arc does it have?
I don't know
20
about arc.
foot
It's a 20
rate?
foot. Yeah. So
Oh dear.
throw it hard.
That seems like a... Well, shit. Wait, are we on the ground yet?
Yes, you've already been released as the Ultra Dragon Priest turn has elapsed.
Alright then. Good to clarify on that, so...
Make sure to take these notes as I give these descriptions to help
Need
yourself.
him on the board then.
Oh,
No,
no,
I'm
he's
not here.
not. He's currently playing
Yeah,
Sunless
Sunless
Citadel. We
Yes.
used a bonus action with no action or movement taken.
Yes, I'm trying to figure that out, because... Alright, I'm going to ready an action so that whenever the wisp moves, I guess my action is going to be to disengage and go here.
Okay.
So whenever the wisp moves, I'm going to throw the...
To clarify,
Alchemist's fire.
she asked you to throw them at the goblins.
Yes, I'm trying to...
The goblins.
Which are over here. Two
Oh.
skeletons are currently in the room with you.
Okay,
Holding
wait.
sights.
Okay, so I thought this was a closed door.
Again,
and
make
also,
sure to take these notes when I'm listing down these details.
Yes. Yeah, but I'm
These
looking
are
at
the goblins.
them. Yes.
These are the two
But-
skeletons that you only saw once you got within
Yeah.
20 feet.
So, I guess I... yeah, I guess I will throw it, or I'll ready enact. God, darn it!
10 seconds.
I'm lifting you up so I can see. Okay, so I guess I'll disengage to here and throw it.
You've already disengaged with your action.
Yes, I'm just
You cannot
clarifying.
throw it.
all right then.
You've already taken your bonus action to draw it.
Well then, I do that.
All right, so after Celestial, we find ourselves at Urky Timbers.
Erky,
Looking around to either one of these particular skeletons, the first thing he does is turn undead, holding his symbol high in the air.
Ooh.
O Monitor, in the grace of the sun, dispel these undead vermin.
Very cool.
Fail. And fail. Wait, no?
Oop.
That guy got it, so
Just
he is
barely.
still able to see you guys, but this one is not only unable to see you, but is repulsed by the divine energy, as it looks as though he's going to take flight to a different area. Which way are we going, friends?
I've already used my sentence.
No time to think with the lot of you.
Yep.
I found more of the goblins!
What are you doing, Arky?
Alright, and then moving up
It's a clear.
to the precipice, he looks through and down the rest of the cavern. 2 ways up ahead! One left and one right. I see an open area to the right, but to the left, I think it's the Goblin Chief, and he's dragging something behind him. Looks to be a chest. And after Urky, we find ourselves at the start of a new round as Edwin comes floating down.
Yeah,
as well.
actually, can I have a Xantar for a second?
We have a Xanatar.
I can fly with etherealness. I didn't need the first or the featherfall thing, so I still have one first level slot.
I see what you're saying.
Yes.
A good Xanatar.
Yay!
Edwin ran out of time to escape the fortress level, our last mission, and he had to take an autopilot and escape down to join his comrades.
Yeah.
He used an inappropriate spell, so he's got some of those spell points back because we run on a spell point system. Every spell point counts.
All right.
All right, so at the beginning of the new round, Edwin, you'll be descending
Okay.
at a flying rate, or does
50 per turn.
Okay,
Or-
so it defines.
So per move, yes.
You've got 80 feet to get down.
Yeah.
And we find ourselves in a new encounter. Revealing himself from the other room.
Oh, good.
I was here all along.
Fuck off.
We'll see Ballsag most likely as well.
That's a later me problem.
Alright, so
Yeah.
just to break down the factions that we've got, we see 2 skeletal harvesters. We see 2 hobgoblin cohorts and the goblin tribe chief, as well as some sort of looming figure in the other cavern by the name of Balsag, and 2 creatures making shrills overlapping with his own. I'm writing down the color of these tokens right now to help myself remember.
Woo!
The hobgoblins are marked in yellow, the chief in green. Balsag has a M2 and then B2 and B3 for his shrill companions. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt when you're doing these initiative orders. Help yourself keep it in line. I'm also going to re-put everyone's name over here as well. So we've got Asphodel, we've got the Wisp, we've got Sylvanestriel, we've got Edwin, and we've got Urki. Okay. Let's see how everyone stacks up in the new initiative order right here, right now, starting with the players.
Oh,
I see
good.
A 19, I see a 10,
I get a
see a
reroll.
5.
That's a 32.
I see a 9.
Alright.
See a juicy natch from Asphodel.
Nice.
So, I got 18. Sylvanestriel also reroll.
Alright.
8.
Alright, so we've got 8 for Sylvanestriel. How much for Edwin?
18.
How much for the Wisp?
32.
And Urki comes in at 11.
Good job, Urki.
Doing our best.
Let's find out about the skeletons. Coming in at 12. Let's find out about the hobgoblins. Coming in at 8.
Roll off.
The Goblin Chief, we'll get to the roll-off in a moment. I appreciate your help, the Wisp, but we'll get to that in just a second.
I wasn't saying it. I don't do it.
Yet it happened anyway, as if that had occurred. Alright, and the Chief comes in at 10. Balsag,
Fuck me.
28. His cohorts, 14. Alright, and comparing the numbers here, it looks like we've got a roll-off between Sylvanestriel and the Hobgoblins. This is base roll-off, no mods. 13 versus 10. Sylvanestriel loses.
What a joy.
Total initiative order is now reset to reflect. Oh, Edwin. Oh, yeah, you already had yours. I misspoke. Starts with Asphodel in first place. Followed by the Wisp at 32. Followed by Balsag at 28. Followed by Edwin at 18. Followed by the shrill-voiced creatures.
Those lab fucks.
Followed by the
Squawking
skeletal
sons of bitches.
warriors. Followed by Urki Timbers. Followed by the Goblin Chief. Followed by the Hobgoblins, and coming in 10th, Sylvanestriel. Asphodel. Urki is taken off down the hallway as some large and looming shape occurs just across from you. Even though you want initiative, you expected your turn to go first, but a class-based ability for Balsag allows him to move ahead of the initiative order.
I hate Ballsack.
Moving into the realm, he first encounters Sylvanestriel.
Oh no.
Potion held high in hand. This bugbear is completely covered in a hide armor made with a custom face mask from the flesh of a great and powerful deer, its antlers hanging off the top.
Gross.
He uses these antlers deviously as he bounds forward 10 feet in a single step, putting his head down, goes to hit you with those very antlers. I need you to make a strength-based safe throw versus a DC 22.
Can I not make a dex?
No.
To get out of the
it is
way?
a strength-based safe throw.
Well, I suppose.
There's no real getting out of the way of the antlers.
Yeah. Apparently,
And because you had re-rolled your
Yes.
initiative, we count that as your
What?
turn's re-roll.
Yeah, but it's once per turn period.
It is once per turn.
Yes. We said this.
I know. I said that if you use it to affect your initiative order,
Yes.
that counts as...
A turn.
Yes.
And now it's someone else's turn.
I mean, like, the first turn. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Because it's his turn.
Yes.
It still wouldn't affect yours.
Yes.
I'm with you now. So anyway, did you succeed the
No.
22? Okay. Seven. That is 19 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I shift you 10 feet. I put you into Asphodel. I need you
Incorrect.
both to
The
make
wisp.
dexterity-based safe
That is the
throws
wisp.
versus a...
Oh,
I
now I
mean, the
get-
wisp versus a DC 10.
Oh my god.
passed.
Actually, I did too, but it's really frustrating anyway.
I got a 21.
I got an 11.
All right, with both of you passing,
Or
you
no, sorry,
retain the
25.
ownership of the potion in your hand.
Yes.
And instead, the wisp just moves back 5 feet as you take her place and stay without going prone. Continues to move forward and reveals a brutal double-sided war axe in his hands.
Very cool.
As he then goes
Very bad,
to
but very cool.
chop at you.
What a dick.
The first attack roll coming in at 25.
Yes, that hits.
The second attack roll coming in at 17.
That still hits.
Okay.
Fuck. God damn it.
The first attack. 12. 23. 35 slashing damage.
Neat.
And the second attack. 15. 30 slashing damage.
Cool. That was...
So a total of
79.
63.
Oh.
It's 33 plus 30, I thought.
Okay, no, I'm adding in. I was adding the... Okay,
Okay, so 63 slashing damage total
cool.
from his attack.
Cool. Ow. That was unnecessary and rude.
He screams back in your face, and Goblin, Asphodel's the only one to pick this up.
His.
I'll be eating your ears and nose for dinner soon, elf.
Into gelatinous food? Gross.
All right. So moving off of Balsag, we arrive at Edwin.
All right.
80 feet above. He is just starting to descend.
I thought I was.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was Balsag's turn. Asphodel kind of got tripped on the rock there.
Yep.
Immediately seeing that this is a problem, I cast Control Monster. Or Dominate Beast.
Well, he's not a beast.
Yeah.
Dominate Person.
Walk us through the flavor, and then
Yeah.
allow me to know the save throws that
So
need to happen.
my eyes turn absolutely fey green as I stare into his eyes, and he makes a wisdom saving throw against 24.
Ouch. He doesn't make it.
You are now under my control for the duration of 1 minute, I believe.
As long as you concentrate.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any other concentration-based spells currently going?
No.
Okay, so we establish a new domination. While you get a peek inside of Balsag's mind, you pick up that he is definitely a barbarian who followed a route very similar to Hiawatha.
I
Terms of-
thought bug.
Okay, and on my turn, I can control them.
Are you okay?
With your action, that does not occur this first turn as you have cast the spell.
Okay. I would like to then move out of the way
Okay,
in preparing to have the bugbear
go that way.
go that way. And before I move, I yell at Urki that, hey, there's about to be a huge thing running in.
situation.
Go right. Go
Go
right.
right.
And run. And I
Okay.
move back.
Okay, good stuff from Asphodel. So we move down to the Wisp.
Nice, 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 nice. Okay.
Sylvanestriel just backed into you, but luckily she held on to the proverbial rock as a towering bugbear just got taken over by Asphodel with incantations as she
Nice.
yells
Now pass me
orders
the
to
rock.
Urki.
So Salmestriel,
I hit the rock.
I
You said that correct?
Oh, no, I was
okay.
joking.
Okay.
I was joking, sorry. Hey, Celestial, I think you could probably throw that into the bugbear's den and cause some problems for those screechy fucks. And then you should probably get out of the way.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Cue an attack of opportunity.
From whomst?
The hobgoblin is standing
That's so rude of
right
him.
there.
That's so rude of him.
I need you to make a wisdom save throw, DC 21.
Reroll.
Okay.
Hey!
Hey!
Natural 20! Wah.
Flames burst from his eyes as you feel a deep pain within your mind.
No, I don't want your woogity. That
You
was
don't
mean.
What will we do?
But scars from a previous trauma surge to the forefront as you remember that you are your own goddamn woman and not anyone else's,
Not today, Satan.
as the domination attempt is thrown.
Sorry, bitch.
Well played. It's a good save throw.
Thanks. It was lucky. That's what it was. I would like to. How do I want to do this? So I know that the hobgoblins have that fucking very annoying ability.
Mm-hmm. One of them's already used the reaction
Oh,
to
good.
take an attack of opportunity,
Excellent.
however.
Shooting him,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna shoot the Goblin King.
Okay. Hit.
Okay, good.
And likely miss.
That is on my turn. That is a 19.
Miss.
Okay, that's fine.
First
I'll
one
take
still
it.
gets hit. My Constitution save throw.
Versus a 20.
I have succeeded.
Nice.
It's rare.
That is. I'm mad, but okay. I'm mad but respectful. So I still get to go to the crit table.
Okay, so we're pulling up our critical hits table. Again, this critical hit table was purchased from Drive-Thru RPG. They have a bunch of really cool resources that we've taken part of. I wanted to bring this up to you guys before I had to go get some dog food today, but they have a Player's Handbook Companion,
Punch
a
book.
Player's Handbook 2, full with more strategy, more spells, more subclasses, and more races, as well as a spell compendium expansion for the Artificer.
Ooh.
These things and more you can find on Drive-Thru RPG, but am I at Piercing or Force?
You are in.
I thought you said it was Force.
Let's do
this
Force.
last time.
I can choose whether it's Force or
so you
piercing.
want to do Force?
Yeah, YOLO.
Okay, looking at
It's
it,
a
go ahead
10.
and confirm that critical.
Oh.
All right.
What is that?
Spell struck. Damage is
Rude.
normal, but I have disadvantage on saving throws versus spells until the end of my next turn.
He has advantage on saving throws versus spells until his next turn, pals.
Disadvantage.
Whatever.
Yes.
I
The
say
other one.
I say the right thing.
Alright, so is this your sneak attack, I presume? Here we go.
Okay. So
Everybody
that's,
count.
right? 10.
So along with the dice that she's currently counting, there are
20.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 d6, as well
Oh,
as 2d8.
I forgot to roll. It's just 1d8.
As well as 1d8.
That's a 7. Do I have any more 3s? Yeah, I do. Okay. So that's 30, 40, 54.
54 force damage.
54. Yes.
Okay, so
Alright, pal. I'll use a different.
taking the bullet to the chest. The hobgoblin looks pained and less defensive versus spells. If we move off of the wisp to Balsag.
But he already went.
No, he didn't. He took his start of the round
His barbarian thingy.
turn.
Well, that's.
They get to move
Okay.
ahead of the initiative roll.
He's under my control.
That is correct.
Oh,
so
well,
I move
hooray.
off of Sylvanestriel through the corridor.
Sorry, Erks.
Into the next corridor, moving past Erky, and you're kind of like in his ass cheeks, the
Nice.
wisp.
Gross.
As he makes a barrier between you, because he is large, he cues an attack from opportunity from this one, and I'm going to make a spell attack versus your spell attack as I attempt to dominate.
Good fucking luck.
So Asphodel, roll off against me with your spell attack. I got a 20 total.
Well.
Alright, you beat me. He is unable to stop Balsag from his onslaught.
You can't stop the ball sag.
As he uses his bonus action, he makes a strength-based... The Hobgoblin makes a strength-based save throw to stay on his feet. He is unable. He is headbutted to the ground with the antlers. Back 10 feet as well.
And with his remaining movement, you just see Asphodel with glowing green eyes.
That was just my bonus action. I'm still going.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
well, I would like to tell you what you're doing.
Well, you can't. I act on my own on my turn. When it is your turn, you may spend your turn to take complete control of him.
It's on my suggestions.
Your suggestion has been...
Xanatar.
That's fine. Your turn has passed. I'm on mine and taking the suggestion to move into the hobgoblins. You cannot dictate my every move on my turn.
Is what I had said.
He cannot do that.
Like stampede.
The space is physically too big, nor does his antler ability work like that.
Okay. But it does work as a suggestion.
True, that it does. Alright, so. Balsag continues after he puts that guy back. I was in the middle of damage rolls. I did 2d10, which puts us at 12 damage plus his strength modifier, bringing us up to 20 bludgeoning damage. The first hobgoblin that he hit with his antlers has to go back in his ally, and now they're both having to make dexterity-based save throws to remain on their feet. We have a failure, followed by another failure. Both go prone and take an additional 3 fall damage as they bump heads and trip over one another. With them both prone on the ground, Balsag steps up with advantage full in his pockets as he puts an attack into both of them, like chopping wood on the ground. The first attack comes in at 22, plus his advantage to 27 with a hit, and the second one well over that with another hit. Both are without reaction as they attempted attacks of opportunity. The first comes at 16, 31 slashing damage. To the next, 2 plus 2, 4 plus 15, puts it at 19 slashing damage.
Good.
Balsag tears into them with furious axe chops, leaving them prone on the ground, moving us to Edwin's turn, still on the fortress level, looking to descend. We have a Xanatar.
When does the ETDP get a turn? You have not given him a turn. Oh wait, you have not
You
given him a
are
turn
correct.
this round.
Elf Troll Dragon Priest got left out.
I started saying it and I was like, I'm wrong.
EDTP.
So we'll go ahead and give him advantage to his initiative roll since he would be righteously pissed.
Which is good because he needs it.
He's going to use his blessing. Alright, not much higher. 7 plus 5, 12 plus 5 puts him at 17, which puts him just after Edwin.
Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt your turn.
5.
We need EDTP.
I'm real serious about it.
TP.
Team EDTP.
Hashtag UDTP.
That puts everyone down at 1 more than what they thought. So Silinestriel is no longer 10th. She's 11th.
Oh,
yay! Thanks!
honey.
We're still on Edwin.
Alright. So... double move.
As you descend into the violent
Yeah.
fungal forest.
What does that look like in the ethereal plane?
Ooh, very good question. In the ethereal plane, this fungus is still growing. And these skeletons are also still visible as they seem to have a white luster reinforced with green serpents gaseous serpents that seem to kind of go around their bodies. They exist in both planes, along with the fungi.
Neat. Well.
Balsag and the rest do not.
Okay, but I am invisible to...
Correct. As you are in the ethereal plane, according
No,
to...
no. Like, period, because I am... Because of Paylor's blessing, correct?
In terms of them being unseelie,
Yes.
these guys are not unseelie, but
Yes.
if the fungi could see you, yes, you would be invisible to it.
Okay. Cool. Well... Alright then. But I use my action to double move, so I just land and I look cool.
Very nice.
Very
Elf
fucking
Troll
cool.
Dragon
But
Priest.
I can't even leave the ethereal plane, so I'm just yeah!
Hanging out.
Elf Troll Dragon Priest is able to see you now that he has all of his defenses back on and
My
unlocking
guy.
each of his powers from the arsenal. He first looks at you, Edwin. Welcome back, Priest. I was beginning to think you'd gotten lost. I need your help dispatching these skeletons. I believe I saw a small elf running between our legs, casting blessings as well. I believe this one is currently under mental duress. Moving forward into that
Alright.
hex, he tests this duress because he has all of his abilities sustained back within him.
I love him.
With his bonus action this round, he activates his arsenal of the White Dragon. Icy protrusions grow from his hands, elbows, and legs as he unleashes his multi-attack with this ability, which is 4 ice-based strikes.
I love him. Okay.
First one coming in at 15 is a miss. Second one coming in at a 21 is a hit, miss, and
Big ol' hit.
Alright. 8 plus 24, 32 cold damage
32 damage.
as he throws icy strikes. It's the first time that guy's been hit.
That's rude. I can't do anything about that.
Alright. And then after the Elf Troll Dragon Priest, we find ourselves at the Screeching Creatures.
The Screechers?
They are not only the Eldritch Rats, but they seem to be the strongest from the litter.
Fuck me!
If the last ones had a 4-foot tall shoulder span, these ones are more up into the 5 feet and a lot more grisly, as they seem to have been well fed. If Balsag is as fierce of a hunter as he seems to be, these must be his hunting companions. You're in the ethereal. You can just see them both, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they can't see you, but they can see Elf Troll Dragon Priest and Sylvanestriel. So I'm going to move through. Are you able to influence both at the same time, or just the ethereal?
just the ethereal.
Okay, so I move through you. I'm technically standing in the exact same space you are. I cue an attack of opportunity from Sylvanestriel, should she wish to take it.
Alright.
Does she have a magic weapon?
Nope.
Okay.
But I can. It makes me feel better.
Sylvanestriel attempts to tangle up.
You have my... Oh, never mind.
Alright, so
You do have that thing that you
my
can't
first 2 bites against... Alright, and since I have my ice ability activated, this works a lot like Armor of Agathis. As I am attacked, cold damage suppresses.
use. Very cool.
Yeah. Nice.
That was a good one.
Yes.
Okay, and it attacks nonetheless. Here comes the Eldritch Rat. 26 is a hit, and 28 is also a hit. I am within 5 feet of an ally, so I can Rabid Bite.
Fuck off. I hate those things.
You need a rabies shot.
Right. I take 16 piercing damage.
That's super rude. Remember when those rats almost killed me?
The
for a
piercing
second?
damage won't knock out Ultra Dragon Priest, but it still
Hurts.
takes away from his overall HP. And I take 9, 13, 14 acid damage from the Rabid Bite. Alright, it's that acid damage that can do serious harm. And for the second attack, 10, 11, 17 acid damage. Followed by another 16 piercing. Making quick work. All right, now for Sylvanestriel. 26.
Why that does hit? Who knows? Also
20.
hits.
All right, I'm within 5 feet of an ally, so I can.
Cool.
Rabid Bite.
Well, then I should just probably go down then.
9 piercing, followed by 5, 10, 12 acid.
12. Okay.
All right.
So how much was the bite?
9.
9. Okay.
9 and 12 is 21 total.
Right.
So now we got 13 piercing damage, followed by 12, 15, 19 acid damage to Sylvanestriel.
Okay, so 12 piercing and 15?
No, 19 acid.
Okay. So 12 and 19?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 52?
Total, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Sylvanestriel still with us?
Yep.
All right.
Somehow.
Hanging on.
The endeavor to preserve.
She can't do another one of those, but yeah.
Okay. So after our shrieky Eldritch Rat friends, we head to the skeletal guardians themselves.
Skellies.
Oh shit.
I cue an attack of opportunity from you as I take off
Cool.
into the Underdark.
Oh, bye, friend.
What will you be using? A weapon or a spell?
As a Sylvanestriel?
No, Edwin.
Oh wait, yeah, he's in the ethereal.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm using
Sylvanestriel's
my
already
staff.
used her attack of opportunity. Using your staff?
Smack him.
Yeah.
Okay. The attack roll for that.
Alright, that would be
A hit.
yeah.
Bruh.
And also, because I'm a monk, I'm gonna hit him with my fist.
Nat 20.
Before we get into that, what damage type does your fist do?
Bludgeoning. I mean, I don't have like brass knuckles or something.
I am immune to bludgeoning.
I would love it if you had
Yeah.
brass knuckles.
So, can we at least have it like
What does
the
your staff do?
magical bludgeoning?
I'm immune to that as well.
Well, that's bullshit.
So none of them can actually do damage to me?
I guess not.
All right, you hit with the staff in your hand, with the resilient bones.
That's bullshit.
And
Bone man.
I
Take
fucking
off.
crit him.
take off towards the Underdark.
You just hit him really hard and his bones crack. They just
And
rattle.
am still not succeeding against the wisdom, so I will continue running into the Underdark. As I get through this particular space, I'm officially as counted as lost in the Underdark.
Oh, I'm
And
glad
so
I didn't
he's
go that
down.
way. Man.
Urki takes care of one
Thanks,
of
Erky.
the
Do I
Skeletal
get
Guardians.
Do I get Erky's kills?
The microphone is moving.
Yeah, it can do that sometimes.
The microphone.
You just.
The microphone.
I'm
And
not.
yes,
I'm just
those
gonna
two,
point
yes.
at it and not do
Right,
anything.
the
about
next
it.
one moves up to Sylvanestriel. Sylvanestriel,
Oh, no.
you are flanked.
Baby.
First attack. Coming at you with a 22.
It doesn't matter what you roll, because it'll probably hit me.
All right. Oop. 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
Still up.
Yep.
Second attack. 19.
Yes.
All right. 13
Still
slashing
here.
damage. All right. Sylvanestriel soaking up the aggro.
Hanging on.
Okay, so moving off of the Skeletal Guardians, we find ourselves at Urky Timbers himself.
Erky turkey.
All right. Being instructed to go right, he sees the wisp move in front of him. Vito plus 5,
Fucking last
10,
me, bitch.
15. There's now 2 ways, one to the right and one left. I see a door. There's There's a strange burning coming from this room on the right. Which way should I go?
How good are you at opening doors?
I have hands same as everyone else. What kind of question is that?
Okay, go to the burning, but be careful.
Alright, as he moves in,
Tell me all about it.
inspects the
Stud?
area.
Well,
Oh, sweet sun's blessing! There's a snake in here.
a snake? A snaky little
Sneaky
snake?
snake.
Not one I can recognize. Think it's made eyes with me, backing out slowly.
Yep. Be safe, Erks.
Alright, I use my action to dash. Fire snakes and unknown doors. I sought the refuge of friends, but I see you're still locked in battle. Here I can help. Alright, and after Urki, we arrive at the Goblin Chief. Turning around in Goblin, he starts barking things at Balsag, but they seem to have no effect. And he continues dragging his chest backward.
Oh my god, I want to kill him. I want that chest.
Right, he uses his action to open the stone door.
Xanatar.
And there he ends.
I would like the Xanatar.
Okay.
When we interact with objects, you make us use that as our action. Why is he able to pull that behind him and also open a door? Those are both actions.
He's already moving with that chest. It's counted as in his inventory. He used his movement and his bonus action to move 5 feet, as it would count as if he were grappling something. Your Xanatar is revoked.
I disagree. I respectfully disagree.
We have seen this before, and any time we've been carrying anything, or times where we've seen people grapple, they can move with the things they're grappled with 5 feet. We've
fair.
watched
5
Hiawatha
feet
do
is
that
fair.
many times, so though you
5 feet.
disagree, I must rely on precedent to help you understand what that ruling is for.
I suppose.
Edwin is our last Xanatar holder.
No, she got hers back.
Yeah.
No, she did not. We clarified that the rule was exactly as discussed, and there was no differentiation.
Correct.
As he even looked up the spell to support my argument. So, no, Edwin is the last Xanatar holder. That being said,
deprivation.
we move off of the Goblin Chief and find our way to the Hobgoblins, both of whom use Misty Step appropriately and go invisible. Alright. And disappear into the darkness of the caves. Sylvanestriel. Surrounded by foes from eldritch rats to skeletons. What say you?
Disengage.
Alright.
Try to... Well...
I'd like to use my sending stone and say, hey, if you guys can't clear that room, I bet you could probably do some good if you threw it past them because it has such a large blast radius.
Yeah. Alright, so I will, in fact, do it.
You have already taken the disengage action. If
Correct.
I'm not mistaken.
Damn.
So I would like you to finish your movement, if you could, please.
That... I
You
thought
get to
that
move up to your movement.
Okay. I
It's
thought I
5
could
foot
all...
step.
I thought it was 5 foot step.
No,
okay,
it's not.
yeah, I still
5
have
foot
my
step is your whole movement.
That's right.
Disengage is an action
Okay.
that allows you to move without provoking.
Boop. Get behind ETDP
Okay.
and basically just ready to throw it.
All right. Still looking prepared as we cross into round 2.
Yay!
All right. Starting us at the top, we have Asphodel.
I want to run forward, and my orb would queue once they're in that.
So once you get to right here, moving past that will cue an attack of opportunity.
Okay, well, when does my orb queue?
So that happens on their turn.
That was whenever you hit 5 feet.
on their turns when they get within it. So at the start of their turn, they will immediately have to make safe throws.
Yeah.
That is not how we have done it
That
before.
is how we have treated it every single time, with you guys included. If you want
When she popped into the room...
Okay, you don't have Xanatars, so I respect your opinions in terms of voicing them.
Opinions, they're right, but okay.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. We've got our rules check underhand. Asphodel, as I was explaining, once you get within this range with these two in front of you, moving past that would cue an attack of opportunity.
I want to stay right where I'm at as long as I am within
range of both the skeleton and the first Eldritch Dire Rat.
Okay. I want to step. No, I want to get all three.
Okay.
So I want to step forward.
Alright, so if you do that, they will take it. So the skeleton and the Eldritch Dire Rat are going to take their attacks of opportunity. The skeleton first, 31.
Hellish Rebuke.
Alright, so you're using your reaction? Okay. So go ahead and let me resolve that. Dexterity save throw versus a DC of 24 is a failure. He's taken that damage. Alright, he also deals you 10 slashing. Alright, 27 fire damage.
So, actually, hold up a second. I would like to Xanatar because let's keep on talking about that.
We've got a Xanatar.
What enemy's reach did she leave?
She didn't leave.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, because of what we voted on at the shield meet, where we determined all the things that queue attacks of opportunity moving through spaces still count as those queued. It's not just in that book.
Like
it's
moving
also
out of their...
Not just out. We went through every... I don't think you were at that one, but we went through way more than this. This does not matter.
Oh, well then.
We voted on every single circumstance that queues, and this is one we voted to keep in. So your Xanatar is revoked.
To be fair, though...
I appreciate it.
I would... Yeah.
We have some pretty tight Facebook collectives where we've gotten together and used democratic processes to determine what rules we keep as we move forward since we transitioned from Advanced Dungeons & Dragons over to 5th edition. And we had a big old breakdown of every single thing that could possibly queue. And if you're curious about that, you can visit our Facebook page and kind of rummage through
But it wasn't there for
some of our posts. I think that happened in April, if I'm not mistaken. think April was when that shield meet went down.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much damage again? You said, I've already resolved that, and so I've moved on to the Eldritch Rat's attack of opportunity. So he gets a 30. Within 5 feet. Alright. So 13 slashing damage, 10, 11, 12 acid damage. Still your turn, Asphodel.
Let's do... Well, I'm still gonna concentrate on him.
Actually, because you just took damage twice, I need you to make 2 concentration checks.
I don't have Warcaster.
You have advantage to those, but you don't not have to do them anymore.
What do I have to beat?
So the spell that you have cast is 15, so I believe you're going to beat 13 on a Constitution save throw.
With advantage?
Yes.
That's correct. Don't worry about it because you don't have a Xanatar 2 challenge. That's
No,
I'm
just looking it up for me. I'm looking it up for my
Looks like they
own
were
benefit.
All right, the concentration on Balsag the Bugbear continues.
Good job.
And I want him to come back through.
So you're using your action on your turn to take complete control. All right.
And I want him to come through and flank.
All right. So as he moves through, he doesn't have a reaction left to give. This one still does, and it will take it against Balsag. With a 32, that is a hit. Balsag is resistant to piercing damage, so he'll just take half of 15 at 7, plus 11.
That was dramatic.
13, 18, 25 total damage to Balsag. All right, and since you've got him dominated, do you want him to attack them?
Yes, skewer them.
Okay. Of his 2 attacks and headbutt, what will go where?
I want him to use the axe.
Okay.
1 and 2.
And what about his headbutt?
Towards this one.
Okay. So hitting the Eldritch Rat that is dead on with Asphodel with the headbutt, we make a strength-based save throw. Trying to beat a 21, and that is a success. It does not move, and so it instead goes to the axe. 18 is a hit, and 32 is a hit. These creatures are resistant to his slashing damage. Alright, 12, 27 divided by 2 is 13. Alright, and to the second one. 12, 21, 36 is 18 to the second. Alright, Balsag comes back in the room and starts killing the very creatures that he supposedly loves while under the domination of Asphodel. That is cold-blooded. Alright, so let's move from Asphodel to the Wisp.
5, 10, 15. Check the door for traps. That is a... Do I get to use these tools for that? Or no, it's just a... Stealth? Or no, sleight of hand. That is nonetheless...
We're looking for a perception.
Oh, well, that's also fine. That is a 15.
Right, this door
Perception to
is
check the traps.
untrapped.
Okay. I'd like to open the door.
Right, the stone door, like the ones before it, have to be moved. How would you like to open the door?
I don't have any explosives right now, do I? Fuck. Never mind. 5, 10, or what did I say? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'd like to shoot him twice. That is a 26.
All right.
That is also a 26.
Both hit.
Excellent. So he needs to make
His first save throw comes in at 15.
fail.
And a juicy natch on the second. So I save on the second shot, but the first still takes us down to our critical hit table. Are we looking
They
at
both go to
piercing
the crit
or
table.
force? So what's the point of the save throw if I succeeded?
The save throw is whether I do double damage or regular damage. That's what we
But
determined.
regardless, it's a critical hit.
Regardless, it's a critical hit. They're
Gotcha.
two separate abilities.
So we're doing force.
Reroll. Jesus God. Okay. Yeah, force. No, I don't want that. All of my dice are going to dice jail.
I'm not aware of what you just rolled, as
A
I only
2.
heard Jesus God before it was
2.
picked up. All right, so he is spellstruck.
Which is not particularly useful to me. And then the second one's a 16.
Second one is a Mystic Magnet. Roll damage. Roll 2 times damage, and it is spellbound. While spellbound, it makes saving throws against spells with disadvantage, and spell attack rolls against it have an extra count of advantage. At the end of each of its turn, it makes an intelligence save throw to possibly end the
Just
effect
Dice.
against the DC 14. Let's see if he lives.
I do double damage on the first one, so this is my first roll.
Oh, fuck.
10, 20. What is that? That's a 6. So 30, 40, 51. Oh, plus 3.
So again, damage twice is just the weapon, not the sneak attack.
Okay, that's fine. The first part is 53.
Gotcha.
And then the second part is 13. So 50. What did I say? 53?
53 was the first one.
53 plus 13 is 66.
What?
So another
Oh,
13.
yeah.
And then the
Second
second one is damage twice.
Correct.
Okay. My D8. That is 14. And 10. 24.
All right. Bullets flying down the cavern as you hear solid thuds and metal armor being torn to shreds as your bullets make contact with the Goblin Chief.
And I would like to use my bonus action to dash 5, 10, 15, 20.
A large iron chest is being carried along by a strong hobgoblin warrior of some foreign god to you, some sort of goblin god. But the bullets have torn through the apparent chain shirt on this chieftain's body as he turns to you with a face full of black blood and maniacal piercings through eyelids, earlobes, and septums
Sup,
to
fucker.
face you.
And then I would like to use my the stone to be
Okay.
like, hey, if somebody who's really good at spell attacks could come help me out, that'd be fucking cool because I can kill this chief.
The wisp
Or you can.
issues a cry for assistance as we move to Balsag.
Get 'em.
He was dominated for his turn, so we just skip over him, and we get to Edwin.
Holy shit, it's Edwin's turn. Here goes. Whoop. And pops out.
He slides down a slide at Worlds of Fun.
Yeah. He pops out and he's like, oh, what did I miss?
So you're back in the Prime Material?
Yeah.
All right. You see
As
two Eldritch Dire Rats standing in tandem with the skeletal warrior that you were able to
Yeah.
see in the ethereal plane, as well as a dominated bugbear wearing the head of a deer with a massive war axe, going to town on creatures.
Well,
While Sylvestriel stays at your back with Urki.
yeah. I take out my flask.
Okay.
It's really just a potion of the second spell point potion I had.
Okay.
But just like
Nice.
the
Nice.
drink it, and it was rare value, so that is 48, correct?
Yes.
All right. So 6, 9, 15 plus 8, 23 spell points back.
Your body glitters blue for just a moment as the strings of the weave celebrate with delicate tones at your rejuvenation.
Yeah. I figured it'd be more like yellow, like light. It goes. And I look over at Erky, I'm like, sup?
Alright. He's like, sup back.
Yeah.
Any movement left?
I guess, no. Because I wasn't able to hear any of the Sending Stone stuff, so.
Correct.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Hey,
moving
if somebody
off-
wants to come attack somebody for me, that'd be cool. That's
Have
my
you already
sentence.
used your one sentence this
Nope.
round? Alright.
Yeah. Alright. I guess I'll. I guess, looks like the Asphodel has this handled, probably. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Sacred Flame.
Yoda used your action to interact with.
I put my
the
hand up
spell
like I'm
point
gonna do it.
Potion.
I'm like, ah!
Alright, we then move to Elf Troll Dragon Priest.
ETDP.
Unhand my elven friend. He uses his bonus action to. Let's not go flames. Let's go acidic. The black wings of smoke jet from his back yet again as the icy tendrils recede back into the arms. Okay, so hitting him with my multi-attack, which goes back down to 2, but I do get acid damage. 17 is a hit. 23 is a hit. Alright, so I'm coming at him. My first attack is 3 plus 12, 15 acid damage. And the second, 4, 12, 16 more acid damage. Alright, after the Elf Troll Dragon Priest, we find our way over to the Skeletal Warriors, now facing off against Asphodel. Goes to attack you twice with his sickle. Before, so...
Doesn't he
as an
safer?
as an undead, I am immune against charms, similar as you, so I am not affected by the Orb of Discord. Appreciate it again.
Yeah.
Alright, so 33 and 26. This is a new round, and you still have your reaction. Oh, wait, no. You used your reaction on your turn to do the Hellish Rebuke before you moved him in there. So in D&D. Alright, the first attack hits you for 13 slashing, and the second goes for 14 slashing, a total of 27 slashing. The undead warrior reaps against Asphodel with the sickle, trying to slice and dice. We then find ourselves at Urki. Oh, Sylvestriel! Got quite the cough. Please, let me lay on hands.
So much blood.
15, 12, 27, 35 HP.
Awesome.
Powers of the sun imbue with small golden flecks in the light as if you were drinking out of Goldschlager as it rises
Yay.
up. And foils
Thanks.
around your lips with the healing essence of a monitor. He then continues to move. Fellow priest! Be wise not to go down this way to the right. Saw a fire snake I did.
Oh, thanks.
After Urki, we find ourselves at our very injured and spell-struck dude who, after taking those bullets, releases his chest in an attempt to abscond. Okay. Can a back end pop back into this cavern? The Wisp, I need you to make a wisdom-based save throw versus a DC 21.
That is a 23.
All right, you are unfazed. As that occurs, he takes back into the room. As the next one comes in, also tries it.
That is a 21 on the dot.
If you... So you got a 23 the one before. All right, failing to dominate, they back up. Seeking the help from the next room in the distance they could possibly put between you.
I'm coming, bitch. Now is not the time.
All right. So we then move off of them to Silinestriel.
All right. So, we don't want to hurt Ballsack right now, or are you okay with him taking some splash damage? All right then, I guess. Silinestriel will follow Edwin and be like, "What the fuck? They went that away!" yells Edwin. All right. So, okay, so I was here, so
Yeah,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, oh, what I weigh? 30, 35, 40. Okay, so that's as far as I can go. Can I see him from here?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Did they close the door?
Regardless of
Yeah, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
anyway, so
whether or not they close the door, this is less than 5 feet at a squeeze.
Okay.
Even with the door remaining open, that does not share, considering that they're behind another, though I do appreciate the fervor to kill.
Yeah. Okay. So,
If they're behind the door, they would
let's see what's in this chest. Or I check the chest for traps. That would be stealth, correct?
No. Yeah, that's a perception to check for traps.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's disabling. That you're right.
Correct. When you
Okay.
actually use tools.
12.
No, there's no traps here.
Great. I'll let the wisp deal with it.
in the chest.
A complicated make of the chest wards off Silinestriel as we close our second round and come to our first intermission. We're going to be back in 5 minutes with more Dungeons & Dragons actions as we're going to take this time to use the restroom and grab some fuel. Check out the clips we made from our last week, and we'll see you back here at, what's the time now?
It is
7:44.
We'll see
that
you
time.
back at 7:50.
All right. I've got to have slippery socks. We are here. We are back.
Sorry, we had a team meeting.
I fell down the stairs, but not really. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Doo. There you are. Give a little bit. Oh, no, that's not what that song is.
That's fair, though. It did sound that way.
Yeah. The future is in the past. Onward, Dayo Shaba!
My Twitch, is not working, so preemptively sorry that I'm not talking to anyone.
Oh yes, Asphodel's phone very dead.
We're returning. This time.
Come
It's
on,
real.
connect me to chat. Please.
Come
You fuck.
on!
Fuck.
What's going to chat?
Right?
Yeah.
Just in the mood about everything. I'm ready to kill a lot of things. My eye is twitching so much.
Prove it.
It'll happen in a second. It's this one. It's just
I don't see it.
no. It's
Maybe you have Tourette's.
they are comorbid.
Huh?
ADHD and Tourette.
Oh, yeah. Ask me how I know. Ha ha ha. Alright.
Alright, took a little bit longer, but we had some important rules discussions about dominate a person, and when Asphodel used her action earlier to take full control of Ballsag, that would have taken that would have happened on his turn. It wouldn't have happened immediately. So one thing that I have to finish is eating these chips. I'm just going to shove them all in there.
Go, Dad, go. Go, Dad, go. Chug them.
Chug your chips. God.
That's the name of my new restaurant, Chug Your Chips.
So one thing I'm realizing is that I skipped over the Eldritch Rats, and we need to do their Orb of Discord save throws real quick.
Let's do it.
I hope they don't make it.
Before we start the next round.
Alright.
Alright, so Orb of Discord. Fail. And fail.
Whew.
The Eldritch Rats will be trying to abscond back to the fortress level via climbing the vines on the wall. Let's see how successful they are as we come into our third round. Leading us off at the top of the key is Asphodel.
Beat him.
Disengage.
Okay?
Come out here.
They're all just not right now. No, it's not the time.
Before I leave, hey, it's time to go. We'll let the thrall deal with this. And come out.
How else would I hold you?
And get some. And I want to dash. So right here. So dash is, how much would my dash be?
Your entire movement again, but you cannot dash.
Oh, because.
You have your movement still. Your disengage is your whole movement. So you still have the movement.
So yeah, it just puts me there.
Yeah. We're all together.
What I'm saying is disengage gives you your entire movement. You still have your movement.
I just moved 35.
From your disengage, you still have all of your movement left.
So you can
Yeah.
have another 35 feet.
Yeah, you can
Correct.
double move. You just moved real careful the first one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to come in here.
All right. As you enter this complex, this is going to be Area 47 if you've got the book at home. Two rows of dragon-carved marble columns march the length of the hall, most completely covered in luminescent fungus. The cobbled floor is cracked and stained, and on it sit many small wooden tables. Within, a collection of 6 different rooms. The contents on the table all include mortars and pestles, small tools, bowls filled with crushed leaves, chopped fungus stalks, and other plant-based specimen. The many doors leading off this hall are all partly open. And what you notice that's interesting about this area is there are a lot of goblins in here, but less much goblin warriors, and these seem to be the elders and the females, as they're in more of kind of like a serf slash worker unit within here, all doing things and aren't quick to grab arms and are more just kind of like looking around at you like, they don't seem to want to grab a knife or even have a sword on them to draw. They were all doing other things. Because of that, count this area as filled with roughly 20 goblins that are just in here working. And so as you open and try to move through this doors when it's first going to apply, everything in this area and these 3 rooms count as difficult terrain, so that your speed moving through those is times 2, because you have a lot of people at waist level you have to wade through.
Okay. I just want to make it to here.
Okay, so where were you at this? This would be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
All right, after Asphodel, we find ourselves heading to the Wisp.
I'd like to check the chest for traps.
All right.
That's a 22.
Definitely trapped. This
Cool.
is Colin's personal property.
I'd like to diffuse some traps with my thieves' tools.
All right, taking that action.
All right, so this is plus 27. So that's a
I believe you got
30.
All right,
36.
Good job.
found and disabled as you use a multitude of picks, probes, and scrapers to undo. And here's what I have to describe about what the contents of this chest are. Okay, it's trapped with a poison
Give me that
needle.
loot. Oh, can I take the poison needle?
The poison needle trap, it's like contained within the entire lock. You'd have to take that whole machination out.
Okay, that's not.
Would
No,
probably
that's
need
not
a
an
laboratory for
That's
that
not
kind
an
of
adult
thing.
decision. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so within here you find 2 onyx gems, both worth 2,600 gold.
Okay.
These gems are heavily inlaid with a very unique goblin design. And it seems as though there is room to hold some other stuff, but the theory is that he might have that on his person.
I
Just
am.
found the goblin football.
Oh boy, I'm ready to kill.
Okay.
All right.
And then hold up real quick. Okay, yeah. There is also an collection of potions within a velvet chamber. These glass tubes. There are 3 potions, and then 2 of those glass vials are filled with small wraps of coiled paper.
Scrolls?
Possibly. So, in all, 5 unidentified tubes.
Okay.
Okay. Got any movement for me?
Yeah, I do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
So she's
35.
moving into the laboratory behind Asphodel.
I'm dashing.
Okay.
5, 10. And then I would like to get out my gun.
Okay. So the wisp is creeping behind Asphodel.
Oh, no, mind. I used my bonus action right.
Correct. As we move to Ballsag. Your suggested input. It's a rough command.
Follow these monsters to the end of the earth.
Alright.
Bold.
Can do. So he readies all of his stuff to start moving. And this is round 3 of his domination, which means 7 rounds left. The real question is can he get there for the domination?
God, I hope so.
Wears off. Okay, so we move from him to Edwin.
All right. Do. I look inside the chest and try to identify the potions.
All right, so with
I
identify,
meant to take
can
those.
you
I'm
do...
sorry.
Do what?
I meant to take this with me. I'm sorry, but
Okay.
With identify, is it just a singular object? Can you do all of them? I thought it was just one thing at a time.
Oh, I'm not using a spell. I'm an alchemist.
Okay, so you're just doing the potions?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just do a knowledge check of your choice.
All right. They're all the same. Actually, religion went up.
All right.
Because...
There is one very rare
my pen's
potion
not
of
working.
healing. There is
Yeah.
also 2 legendary rare antitoxins,
Ooh.
likely synthesized from the venom gland of a dragon itself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Neat.
Neat indeed. The other 2 are definitely scrolls that will require identify and study.
Cool.
All right.
Good.
Great. I take the potion with me, and basically I take all the potions.
So you can take all of them with the bonus action.
Right. Yeah.
I believe the wisp already grabbed the onyxes.
Yeah. Is there any like religious symbol?
Yeah.
Are there religious symbols on the
No.
chest? Okay. All right then. Do that. So I used my action to identify, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that was 5, 10, 20. That's 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm in the room. I see all these goblins, and I just kind of like go, just looking around like I'm gonna beat up the next person that tries.
All right. Elf Troll Dragon Priest.
Just doing this a lot.
Yeah, I'm like,
What?
get it.
All right, I'm going to move over here to the remaining skeleton. I'm going to use my bonus action. What do I want to transition to? Yeah, I'm going to transition to lightning.
Pew pew.
Got the blue dragon going on. I'm going to get a little bit away. And, yeah, actually, I was going to do a lightning bolt, but in remembering that I've been trapped by stone, kind of don't want to risk roasting my own toasties. So I am going to shocking grasp this dude. And have fallen short, unfortunately, but my blessing rends a much better result on that first, or on that only. Shocking grasp him. We got 12d6 of lightning damage coming his way.
Oh, I love a good 12d6.
7. 6, 13 on the first of 3. 18. 25, third of 3. 27, 30 lightning damage as I shock the skeleton. His bones don't vaporize as quickly as I want. And Sylvanestriel is still within earshot, as well as Urkin. You can hear Elf Troll Dragon Priest say, what? Preposterous.
Inconceivable.
How dare.
Alright, so the Eldritch Rats
Yeah.
take off from the Orb of Discord.
Bye, pals.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, or 5, 10, 20, dash. I'm at the very top of the fortress level. Can I see the previous map real quick and I can just
Yeah,
get
sure can.
a guesstimate on feet?
Wait.
Oh wait, they'll go through the caltrops first. How
Oh,
many squares of caltrops do I have left?
All but 2.
Yeah, so you have these 2 left, I think?
Yeah.
So there's 2 squares of caltrops that we'll see how they fare once they get to them.
Oh,
But
and
that
then
should
that's...
happen in
Yeah.
about a round. So on this next round, we'll see how they last in the caltrop hall. As for Balsag, he was prepared with his jump, his first bound up to 50, second bound.
Jesus.
Puts him
That's
out
awesome.
at the top.
He's waiting.
And he will be going the exact same distance. And we'll see just how far he can get, as he's technically 10 feet ahead of the Eldritch Rats.
Bye, bud.
Alright, so...
We loved you, Balsag.
The mighty Balsag.
Too bad we don't have a bard who can sing a
the
song
last
about
skeletal warrior stands toe-to-toe.
ETDP.
And now that I've got my electricity going,
it.
as he goes to even attack me, he is electrocuted after the first attack and ceases to exist.
Bye, bitch.
Before he even gets to his damage roll, he explodes from the lightning damage coursing off of the Elf Troll Dragon's body. With our skeletal warriors.
Asphodel, you've gotten so many kills in this dungeon. It's incredible.
Good job.
You've killed like 2/3 of this dungeon.
And they're out of the initiative.
Bye, friends.
Urki.
Urky Timbers.
Oh, nice to see you made quick work. And from here, I'll go ahead and...
I almost just heard this.
Do I get
Yeah, I'll
his
dash.
kills?
You do, yes. Oh! Hello, the
Fucking
priest!
traffic jam.
Sup?
After Urki, we find ourselves at the Goblin Chieftain. Hear another stone door open.
I'm glad that they're leaving all of these doors open for us. It makes my job way easier.
Okay. And then after him...
I'm confused about this door situation. But...
Turning around and seeing that they are sequestered between a rock and a hard place, the Wisp. Wisdom save throw me.
Why? Asphodel's in front of me.
You know why.
That's a 14.
The tree cannot be charmed. You are dominated. All right,
You
so
know I'm not very wise.
your rough suggestion is that Edwin, Urki, and Asphodel are all your ex-husband.
How does he know that about me?
It's less about him knowing that about you and more about giving you the attack. And that's all I'm
Fair.
really doing is telling her
Fair.
to attack him, but
Yeah.
the mental flavor of having someone dominated. Okay, so that lets the other one focus his turn on attacking, and so Asphodel. I
Yeah.
provoke fire from my hands, and as each of my bolts, there are 4 in total, go to slam against you because of your new epic boon. Why don't you trot it out for the first time? As the hobgoblins have to learn the hard way, you're immune to fire.
So I got an epic boon at level 20, and I am resistant to fire damage. So
Not resistant. You're immune.
Immune. I'm immune. A tree that can't catch fire.
The 4 bolts blast off of your body and clearing through the smoke. You are completely unharmed.
And I just smile and use my hellish rebuke
Oh, damn.
to send it right back at him.
Well, thankfully I'm immune to fire as well.
That's so rude.
So you spend your spell points and nothing happens to me, and we both learn a little something about each other.
It was a reaction, not a...
True. Even as your reaction, I am immune to fire, so all of your
I'm
damage
just saying it wouldn't have been a spell point.
It is spell points. It's a spell you cast, so it still soaks those spell points, but no effect. That being said, they take off, and since you don't have the attack of opportunity anymore, we're getting out, quote unquote, free.
Would they not have rolled against my orb?
This one, they both would have. Yes, that's a well placed question. Failure. And I got 1 on the dot at 20. Wait, no, it was 21. Yeah, so we both failed.
Yeah!
And instead of taking off this direction, we'll go this way.
So am I dominated?
You are not dominated. I lose my concentration as I have been charmed.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
I do not have
the
the same beguiling defenses.
Would that incur
So
attacks?
I'm queuing attacks of opportunity from the Wisp, Edwin, Urki, and Sylvenestriel.
I can't take an attack of opportunity.
With your melee, you can, as we found out against the goblins, as you were able to throw the butt of your rifle.
Oh, that's
you were able
right.
to injure
You
one
did let me
in
do
the
that.
head.
That's right. All right. I'm gonna hit.
So everyone just start rolling and let me know if you succeed. Or
All right.
if you're doing a spell, let me know what that spell is.
Oh,
You slip and fall,
No.
going prone.
that's so rude. How dare I slip and fall?
Actually, you
I could
make a
just
dex
kill
save.
a.
Me make a dex save.
Yes, as light shoots down.
Don't think I did very well.
Yep. Alright, so 10, 16, 24 radiant.
To which one?
The first one that would have gone by.
Okay, what one?
Yep.
48, you said?
Whoa.
28.
28.
28 radiant damage to Y1.
No, 24, I'm sorry.
24 radiant
Let's
damage to
say
Y1.
numbers until you're...
Alright, the second hobgoblin, I guess Urki will take on. Urki's throwing out a little divine bolt here.
Not to be outdone.
Halt ye unfaithful!
God!
Also
Why?
slip and fall.
Erky, why?
They must have spin moves and rip moves like
Fucking-
NFL players.
But
Just
where?
like
Yeah.
juking y'all out, making the knees slam together.
Alright, so,
Sylvenestriel, it falls to Sylvenestriel. Which one is she doing?
Come on.
Y1 or
She's-
Y4?
Y1.
Okay.
Basically the first one that would have
Gotcha.
gone by.
Ooh.
Oh, that would be... Where's my PHP? You hit it.
Correct.
Yeah. It would be 20 total.
Hit.
Cool. Alright.
I'm spellstruck too, so.
It's
Ooh.
not a spell. Unfortunately.
Less good.
But...
Asphodel sips tea.
Did you drink coffee?
They take... she's lunging with it too.
Okay.
So she does
For the
8
memes.
damage with that, and her lunge is, I believe, another 7d6. 8d6.
Wow. 8d6 on a lunge as the rapier is attempting to
Yep.
go deep.
Alright, so
Go deep for a
14...
sharp
23.
Ooh-wee.
So that in addition to the first
Yes, I already
8.
subtracted the
31.
first.
Fantastic.
God, you're fucking.
The lunge
for
pierces
that.
the gut of the hobgoblin, but it continues to
You're
move forward,
lethal.
completely
every way.
entangled in the power of the
Mhm, in
orb
every
of
way.
discord.
Hooray.
Okay, so after they go, we find ourselves at Sylvenestriel.
She's gonna... She uses her sending stone Should I wait for them to go a little bit further down the hall and then throw the alchemist's fire, or just let them go?
Let's keep it.
All right, I'm all with that. All right. It's just like it like goes over there and looks
So
like a line.
she's not giving the chase with the melee.
Well,
She's moving up to here. Since this
She
allied
wouldn't be-
spaces, she
Oh,
can
okay.
move through. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. There's
I
no
think
reason
she would
for
end
her
up
to
like
wait.
over here.
All right. There are many things on all of these tables to inspect with an action if one only had it handy. Hint, wink, dropping an action
Yes.
point.
And I actually, yeah, I would, don't I?
Like,
All right,
we were just
which
like, we
chamber
don't want
do
to
you
fuck with the snake.
Do you
right
want
now.
to check out?
The one behind me.
The one behind me.
Yep.
All right, so we're checking out a
Investigation.
chamber. This would be the south central chamber.
Sylvestriel puts on her investigating hat. Are you waiting for that roll or?
Yes.
Okay.
Only got to beat a 10.
Done.
All right.
Just barely.
Sylvestriel. All right, here's the scene. One goblin and three goblins total are monitoring the health of a diseased giant rat, which is strapped spread eagle into a wooden bitch with
Wow.
A wooden bitch.
That wooden bitch.
strapped into a wooden bench, where it is suffering horrible tumors that are eating away its flesh, exposing its skeleton with green bits of fumes pouring out every so often that look woody and fruit-like around the edges. The
Oh, dear.
tumors stem seemingly from an elixir that is being fed to it. And in the corner, as the goblins shrink back into the corner with like a, you
Yeah.
know, we don't mean no harm, bro,
Yeah.
is a singular crystal bottle with that very said elixir.
All right.
Take it.
So I'm going to go ahead and say with her dark scholarship, she
Yeah.
would piece together that this elixir creates those eldritch dire rats.
Yeah.
And so you have a vial containing a singular dose of the disease, and you could potentially give it to something. And also with your dark scholarship, you take in the visuals of what you need to do that.
Yeah.
Apparently you have to strap them down, spread eagle,
On
Yeah.
a
force
wooden
feed it to
bitch.
them.
On a wooden bitch.
On a wooden bitch.
Yeehaw!
Alright, so you got that.
Fantastic.
You got that elixir.
All right.
Alright, so after Sylvestriel, we find ourselves at round 4. Kick us off, Asphodel.
Oh, it's not me. Sorry.
It's a
Is
beautiful crystal. You just want
Is
to
there
touch it.
still, since they were occupying this area, are there goblins right here?
No, but that is the northeast chamber where there are extra weapon stores all across what you pass by,
Don't give a fuck.
including battered
So-
scimitars, broken short bows,
Don't give a fuck.
and arrows being retipped.
Can I see the chief?
Most definitely.
Most definitely. We are going to... how do I want to do this?
Gay porn hard.
That's exactly how we want to do it.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and cause Fey Nightmare.
Alright, this is a new custom spell. Alright, this also sucks because it's an intelligence-based save throw.
And goblins are not known for their intelligence.
Even if we were.
Gobsford.
16, that's a fail versus a 24.
Yeah, so, what's your worst nightmare?
Just burn.
Dying.
Well, you think you're dying.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so go ahead and do that 5d10 psychic damage.
You think you're dying. What an
You
asshole.
feel like
So
that
you just-
too.
I think of a heart attack. And,
My left arm's numb. Ah!
7, 16, 24, 30.
yeah, you just kind of hear him give off a really
We tag
humiliating squeak as you see his hand jump up above his chest on his left side as he shrinks down, giving off huffs and blows. Looks like someone said a wordy dirt.
Oh, it was me. I
I'll
said
go ahead and
bitch.
approve it.
I said bitch. It was me.
as the hobgoblin chief, known as Dern, slinks to his untimely demise.
Do we share that
after
kill?
having a heart attack.
I mean, not that it matters, but
Sure, if you guys want to. That was a pretty shake and bake style of moment between his bullet wounds and him
Or the
having
Ricky Bobby of D&D.
yep.
the ultimate
I mean, that
placebo
is fine.
effect. Dern has had a heart attack and is no longer with us.
Bye, Darn.
Hobgoblin tribe
Darn,
officially
Dern.
without its leader.
Is there anybody left in the Hobgoblin tribe?
Balsag.
Yes, Balsag is doing good things, I hear.
Balsag is leaving.
Okay, so after Asphodel, and we still have some movement, I believe. We
Yeah,
about 10
so
feet.
I wanted to continue moving. Just 10 feet?
I think so. You had gone 5, 10, and then you cast. So 15, 20. So that door had yet to be opened.
Stuck at that
And
door.
as a matter of fact, I should probably tell you a little bit about this area. So that you
Yeah,
get
I'd like
a good
that. I'd like to
understanding.
know what's...
Hirsch.
Nodules of luminescent fungus hang from the ceiling and walls and grow in clumps on the flagstone floor as well. The light illuminates portions of the grand bas relief carvings on the stone walls that aren't covered with the fungus in certain portions. The carving depict dragons in various stages of raining fire down upon terrified peoples.
Fuck that. First off.
Soil and compost cover half of the chamber's floor, giving off a sweet aroma. This allows a variety of plants to grow, and benches and wheelbarrows containing simple gardening implements stand along the western wall. You sense that there is likely a creature behind one of these two doors. Behind this door, which you can see standing open, there seems to be a gardening entity currently removed from any combat, as though the gunshots happened, they happened in this cavern before the door was open. And after that, we haven't heard any sounds so far, only psychic damage.
Good. So I need to be
It
quiet.
seems to be completely unaware of your presence as you walk towards the door, making just that brief amount of eyesight.
Okay, I want to, in my sending stone, whisper
Okay.
to everyone what's up ahead. And hey, be quiet. What we need to do, I think, is find an area where we can hunker down and kind of close off an area so we can maybe rest for a little bit. I feel like we are about to go into a major battle and we need to have all our senses about us. I don't feel comfortable.
If you can keep us safe for 2 hours, I can get you.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. So after Asphodel, we find ourselves at the Wisp.
Okay, so I'd like to say...
in an archdruid's laboratory.
So, I would like to say, okay, so y'all find us a room. I'll come help barricade because I don't need to sleep right now, so I can guard y'all while y'all rest. But first, I would like to get everything possible because y'all know I need treasure. I gotta get my returns back. So, let that be said. I would like to stand up using half of my movement.
All right.
And then, okay, what else can I look at? I want to look at shit. I want to
There are
inspect stuff.
currently 2 other rooms that have yet to be
Okay,
looked at.
I'm going to look at that guy.
All right.
Do I need to inspect
2
or...
goblin commoners. You got to beat a 10.
Oh, okay.
So I guess just don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
All right. So you did.
Face no mod.
Okay. Powdered roots, mashed leaves, fungus bark, and other naturally alchemical things are sitting here, and this brings up a synergistic nature check. You should beat a DC 20 on a nature.
Oh, okay. I'm using an action that I forget that I have. Or not an action, an ability, a class-based ability. I can take anything under a 10 and turn it to a 10.
Correct.
So I got a 21.
All right.
There we go. Remembering my abilities today.
Okay, so what that allows you to do is discover. Okay, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
There are 3 items between these. The first one is a +1 healer's kit.
Oh, good. I already have one, but I always want more.
The second is a +4 herbalism kit.
Ooh.
So a common, uncommon, rare, very rare. And lastly is a very rare alchemist supply as well.
I am also... Oh, I guess I'm not technically an alchemist, so we'll talk about it.
So you're a little bit closer with that artificer.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, you find those 3 kits lying in wait.
Well,
Alright,
take all those.
Got any movement left?
Yeah. So that was what?
That was half and then 5.
Okay. I'm going to use... So that would be what? 30... Or 35 by 2 is... Whatever. 15
So 15,
and a half, 15,
20.
20, 25, 30, 35. I'm using my BA to DA
Okay.
dash. Using my bonus action to dash. That was the lamest way I could have
So
possibly
she's
said
moving
that.
out of the laboratory.
Oh wait, there's other
towards-
stuff I need to... Hold on, I like to rescind that movement. There's other stuff I gotta look at.
You lack an additional action to check out.
That's fine. I'm just gonna go into... Is this the room that I need to look at, or is there
You look
another?
inside of an empty chamber.
There we
Looks
go.
to be used
That's where I'm ending
for
my turn.
sleeping. Okay.
Oh, actually, hey, there's a sleeping chamber in here. We could probably kick them out and sleep for a little while if y'all want.
Alright, so after the wisp, we arrive at... Oh, he's dead. Oh, no, he's not.
A dead guy.
We arrive at Balsag, who readies all of his shit again. Edwin, you're up next.
Cool.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Still waiting on Edwin.
I'm thinking. Alright. Dun, 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 dun. Which rooms have not been investigated yet?
This one.
Okay, so I was here. So, difficult terrain. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dear God, what is that?
Alright. Is that it from Edwin?
I guess I can, fuck it, I'll double. Double dash.
Alright. Moving in, there seems to be a casking facility operated by goblins to create some sort of root fungal pulp wine. Root fungal pulp wine, my favorite.
Yum.
There is a singular... Alright, let me
There's nothing
rephrase.
happening on there. I just
There's
didn't know if you wanted to say
10
something.
2-gallon casks of the product inside of here.
Okay, can I think of any potential, I guess, nefarious uses for such a thing? Or is it just
without
for getting
being
drunk?
able to loot and investigate
Okay.
these items, all of their properties are held within the contents of their wooden walls.
Alright then.
You can always put them in my bag. Just throw it in the bag.
Elf Troll Dragon Priest.
E2DP. Come on.
Bonus
back.
action to black, and I want to fly. And I'm on a dash. What is all of the fuss? He looks around quizzically. Open the door. Alright. The rats continue moving and reach the Caltrop Hall. Let's see how well their dexterity-based save throws
Wow.
go. Pretty well. Not so well for the second. Alright, so the second of the 2 rats gets taken out by the Caltrop Hall, which means there's 1 space left for Balsag to potentially step on.
Oh, I hope not.
as the Eldritch Rat continues moving.
He's got a lot of health.
Yes, he
He's
does.
gonna be real mad when he figures out what happened.
All right, so Balsag then gets to move, and he gets to those caltrops. Let's see how well he does. He also does well and continues moving.
Good. Bless up for Balsag.
And
Love you,
Balsag
BS.
makes it back to the Templar room and fails his death save throw as they use their disintegrating powers to melt Balsag down, as well as all of his many magical items, which are pretty dope as fuck.
No!
In the
Balsag
arms
and
of the
his equipment
angel.
I'm
are
so
dissolved.
Fly away.
I didn't wake up this morning thinking Asphodel was gonna kill something named Balsag, but it's probably my best accomplishment of the day.
Yeah.
And Asphodel takes down Balsag with the Orb of Discord. As Balsag leaves us.
The story of some time when I took something that I thought was pretty and put it in my hair.
Honestly, you're so lethal with that.
Arky
fucking
Timbers
thing. E.T.
moves up.
Open that door, Irks.
Alright, I'm going to try and move it with my spell powers. I'm able to get it.
Good job.
Almost.
Ah!
Going to try that re-roll. I did not receive that blessing, so I cannot re-roll, but I wanted to.
It made him
Really
feel
wanted
better.
to. It did make me feel better.
It's like, yeah.
I'm one of the team! No, I'm not.
I think it's moving.
I'm temporary, and
Never mind.
No, I love Irky.
Alright, so
Irky can be my new
Urky,
follower.
He's the mascot.
Irky can be my new follower.
These old boys keep on moving. And we're
Move on up.
going.
Moving on up.
We begin climbing.
Working that to
Alright.
five.
So as
Trying to
they
make a
climb,
living.
we arrive at Sunless Citadel.
So Nestriel, what was in this room?
We found a healer's kit,
In this room?
an alchemist kit. There were
Sleeping.
3 goblins
Sleeping.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I guess go out here, and this is a door.
So into the laboratory.
Yes.
Okay. And yes, that is a door on the opposing side.
All right. Don't open it.
There.
I
Yeah.
already used my sentence, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess she'll sneak up this way.
So Sylnestriel's leaving the laboratory and heading towards the same hallway where Asphodel, Urky Timbers, and the Elf Troll Dragon Priest are all currently waiting. Right?
Cool.
Brings us into round 5, but it doesn't really matter because Balsag is down. Asphodel leading us at the top. Take it away, Asphodel.
Cool. Take it away, Asphodel.
Take it away.
I would like to quietly push the door open and usher everyone inside.
Okay. So go ahead and open that door.
God.
Strength.
You've been using a myriad of abilities, but yes, strength has been your most common with an athletics check, and that's a success.
19 plus 9.
Good job.
So it is very quiet as it moves.
Channeling Cherokee, the door moves yet again into this next area where luminescent mist blurs the edges of this octagonal chamber. Nodules of growing fungus dot the stone walls and the ceiling, as well as caps of toadstools, mushrooms, small polyps, puffballs, and lichen. The humid air reeks with rot, and you love it. You couldn't find this quality of a compost pile at home
Guys, we're sleeping here.
after a day of searching.
We're-
Okay, so this is the... Alright.
This will be the first time that I have not needed to sleep. in
As
this
you
situation.
open the door, standing on the other side, I've got to pull up a special sound effect for this one.
Oh, good.
It's ETDP's brother,
Yeah, it's just...
PDTE.
Get out of the way! That is my sibling.
Is this a Naren Vane situation again?
Oh, God. Well, you kill somebody one time who's
Insane.
your party
Uh,
member's brother.
Going over to YouTube.
Oh, boy.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, boy.
Watch there be an ad.
There is
Yes.
yeah.
Bad.
We don't
What kind of
want...
world
Alright,
do
hold
we
on,
live
hold on, hold
in?
on, hold on. 3, 2, 1.
I hate
So
With
not
the
that.
familiar mask.
Tanaka?
I hope it's Tanaka.
With the familiar mask, claws, and bloom on its shoulder, an unseelie twig blight stands on the other side
Killed
in the
plenty of
grove,
these
along
fuckers.
with 3 skeletal warriors
Okay, those I have a
Currently-
harder time with.
hunting you. Its noises you recognize in Sylvan as a really gritty and grotesque familial greeting among certain giant frogs. And more specifically, what you get across is like that scene in Roadhouse when Patrick Swayze's... I'm going to have to go because it's the only thing I can think to quote. Patrick Swayze is battling Johnny, the ex-con that the rich dude hired to take over Jasper, Missouri. And right in the middle of our fight, Johnny looks at Patrick Swayze in full seriousness and goes, "I used to fuck guys like you in prison." That's kind of the vibe you get from that sound.
Wow.
And there's like a, whoa, this thing.
There's
wants
no
to
need
ball.
for rape jokes. Is that
Senpai.
Judging by the fact that he was bragging to Patrick Swayze, I'm not 100%. It wasn't consensual, but I feel you. So anyway, moving off of that's what lies on the other side.
Cool.
Priya would be so disappointed.
So the Unseelie Court makes its debut.
Yep.
Asphodel, so your turn.
Meteor swarm.
You've already used your action to open the door. And you've also used your Mystic Arcanum Meteor Swarm already as well. I think we're looking at movement and any auxiliary action types. And you weren't inside that room, you're right here. So you're 5 feet away from him.
Shut the door, shut the door. You can't do
It is a new round with the Wisp yells for you to shut the door from the laboratory.
I mean, yeah, I am shutting the door.
Like a Scooby-Doo, like, ah!
You hear a bugbear asking Goblin, "What?" coming from this room.
Cool.
I respond in Goblin. Nothing, it's just these god-forsaken doors again.
Okay. So go ahead and make that persuasion, deception, or performance check. It's their insight at a whopping 4.
All you have to beat is a 4.
You could say whatever you want.
Base no mod, base no mod.
Asphodel
22.
successfully lies to the bugbear, and it continues harvesting the fungi.
I love that he's just gardening. Just like
Yeah,
hanging
like-
out.
Yeah.
He's like sniffing like a rose. He's like, "Is there something going on?" No.
All right. So anyway,
Okay.
Asphodel, you do not have an action to close the door. It is still open.
Okay, I would like to move to right here.
Okay.
Use my sending stone
All right.
to say, hey, we gotta get this door closed. I don't think this is gonna be a place for us to rest. I feel as if we can get this door barricaded from these monsters, get a rest in, get some of our powers back. We can deal with the bugbear in there. But we've got to get this door barricaded and closed.
Okay.
All
I
right.
can't agree.
And
with you,
so
but that's fine.
after Asphodel, we find ourselves back at the Wisp.
Cool. I don't give a shit about wine. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm using my bonus action to dash. 40. Or wait, yeah. 45, 50.
So, yeah, once you leave the laboratory, it stops being that. The Wisp is moving into the Arboretum as well, towards the Unseelie agent.
55.
Okay.
I am not strong enough to open up this door. I say through my sending, or close this door. I say through my sending stone.
Wait.
Okay.
And then,
Try.
So
I would like to-
uses her one sentence.
Okay.
Duck and I'll throw the alchemist's fire.
good plan. And then I'm going to ready an action.
All right.
When someone else closes this door, I'm going to use my thieves' tools to try to jam the door.
Okay.
Is that a thing that I can use my thieves tools for?
It's already open, so remember these slide upward.
But when somebody closes it.
To jam it, I mean, it's likely it would add to the DC, but as we've seen with Elf Troll, Dragon Priest, and Asphodel, they're pretty easy to just blow up and keep on moving.
Yeah.
So the thought...
I'm still going to do it. I'm still doing it.
Alright. So, that's what you're doing?
Yep, and if they... oh, never mind. I can only ready one action at a time.
So after the Wisp, we find ourselves back
So I'm like also in the same spot.
at the I forgot to do this with the rat, but it was supposed to make those con save throws as well. It failed. That other Eldritch rat is also dead.
Bye, friend.
Which gives us our last loot point
Yeah!
for squad wide.
Yay!
We have a war chest.
Good job.
All the glass tiles back out.
Thanks, Orb.
Okay,
That
so
one is fucking lethal.
the Orb of Discord takes yet another life as we move into Edwin's turn.
Alright.
Here's the real question. Does the Orb of Discord just get all of these kills? If the Orb of Discord got kills,
Alright,
who would it
looking at Edwin's turn.
Okay. So I hear all the commotion.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, better plan.
Okay.
Cast Freedom of Movement on myself. I ignore difficult terrain.
Ooh.
5, 10,
And the benchmarks
15,
are back.
20, 25, 30. What the hell is that?
As you yell that out,
It threw my sending stone. Like, I just have it on my chest, and I'm like, what is that?
Alright, so I'll go ahead and give you the leniency this
Yeah.
time. Sending stone first, or else you yell it.
Okay.
just smack your head like we do?
Okay,
Yeah.
so, you get that through the sending stone. Continue.
Okay. That was, well, I used my action.
Oh yeah, that's right, duh. Moving off of Edwin, we arrive at Elf Troll Dragon Priest. I'm furious about what I see before me.
Good.
Because
that
I am
anger.
allied with the Sealy Court and my memory has been modified accordingly, I read this as big as a threat as you do. And so I'm going to use one of my legendary actions.
Oh, damn.
I gotta play a special song for this because I haven't gotten to use this ability yet. Going back to... Actually, I probably can find it on Spotify. And I've got Spotify Premium. If you want to listen along with what we're listening to, I forgot to tell you guys this in the beginning, but if you just scroll down on my channel, you can find what we're listening to on Spotify, and I've got a public playlist called D&D.
Hey, Cameo and Stu. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.
We're happy to have you. We just killed a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It is definitely on there. Maybe.
I hope that's the right one.
Hey, Asphodel, can I see the DMG?
The Dunga.
Thanks.
I might actually have to look up whole word. Alright, so...
Alright.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
What's going on in the chat?
I just refreshed it, so.
Yeah. I was wondering why that blipped back on, and I'm like, what happened?
Alright, so you guys ready for this?
Oh, born ready.
We have a cover.
Oh god, I'm going to YouTube.
I feel like this is just...
Spotify, you fall so short sometimes, and I get really frustrated with that.
While this is happening, I'm gonna take
okay.
a quick ouch.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
many things can I hit on that way out? Count them, gang.
Okay, so we're looking at...
I'm just still waiting for what is about to happen on this legendary reaction.
Yeah, I'm like, Billy, I feel like you've given me like emotional blue balls a little bit. Or B.
Alright. 3. God damn it! This fucking ad. Alright. With the Xanatar, the Elf Troll Dragon Priest moves his hands to either side as he runs through each of the symbols of the dragons. Taking it up for both horns, he brings it around to the side, clapping his hands. He opens up a span and breathing into a giant ball of matter that's being coalesced between mist starts to build of the 5 colors of Tiamat. As he swirls it all, he channels it into one breath weapon as necrotic, acid, lightning, thunder, fire, force,
I love this man.
cold,
I love this elf troll dragon prince.
and poison damage are all dealt in one blow. So we've got a spell that we've created custom called Ethereal Exit that we're going to see for the first time. And what's going to happen is they have a saving throw that they already have determined that they have to beat. And what they have to get higher than is they've got to get higher than a 22 on this opposing roll. So I already have the DC set. He's going to get that. The Blight, the Unseelie agent, is going to try and escape this attack and disappear into the ethereal realm. And to do that, it has to oppose. I have succeeded it by 1. So, the Unseelie agent immediately explodes into tatters and disappears into the ethereal plane, but this extends for a long way. So, how do the skeletons do? Half damage. Critical fail. And full damage.
Can we help you roll?
PvP season to the ethereal as well.
That is true. My powers do not affect both the prime material and the ethereal. I can choose to go into the ethereal and start affecting it, but I'm just affecting the prime material in this instance. And so this is going to be 24 d6.
Oh.
I'm rolling 4 at a time, so we're going to see it 6 times. 8, 12, 13. We're going to turn this music down just a little bit.
I'm getting a little too into it. Sorry, guys.
So 13.
A little too mighty morphin.
That's first of 6. 13, 24, 29, third of 6. 29, 38, 42, fourth of 6. 42, 49, 58, fifth of 6th. Oh my god. 58, 69. Woo! 69, 74, and 6th of 6th. 64, 68, 68. Why am I
78.
struggling on that? 68,
we started out with
74.
74. We started out with 74. Because we got to 69.
74.
Yeah. 74 plus whatever you
88.
rolled. Yes.
96.
Yeah.
Plus 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Oh my god.
All right.
God, I'm like so emotional about that.
Yeah.
I love ETBP.
So the only one that survives is the first one who's actually succeeded.
Yeah.
What were those?
Dead.
Skeletal
Skellies.
warriors.
Little skellies.
They're gone. The last one remains, barely clinging to life.
Skellies.
All right, so
Skellies and the jets.
after Elf Troll Dragon Priest, going back to our public playlist D&D, I gave Spotify the benefit of the doubt and had moved off of it. Let's get back to our dashboard here. All right, sorry about that. Brief break in music, and we're back to the OG. Okay, so after that, Elf Troll Dragon Priest
ETDP.
moves in, and with his bonus action, takes a claw swipe. Hit. That is 11 plus 12, 23.
Him dead?
One would hope, but no.
Scared.
Citadel.
The claw swipes out from the skeleton, but its bones hang on and it yet remains. After Elf Troll Dragon Priest, we find ourselves wandering to
Why does he do this to me?
Erky Timbers.
Woo!
All right, Erky has to stand. Or no, he already stood. I fucked up earlier. I didn't fuck up again. Moving into the next room, and this bugbear definitely heard that massive blast as the complex quaked. Erky moves into the room behind the elf troll dragon priest and puts up his holy symbol, the divine smite, and that's a hit. I don't need to roll base damage. Takes him out as the last skeletal warrior is blown apart with golden beams of divine radiation. Follow me! There's a statue in here with another door. Let me read its description aloud.
Yes. Read it to us. Read us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so what he sees is the following. There's some sort of dragon-carved granite block lining this chamber wall and ceiling, though many are crumbled and broken, leaving stony debris on the floor. A huge marble statue of a rearing red and ancient dragon stands on this curve. The eye sockets of the dragon seem to be empty, but a red glow lingers there. There's a reddish light throughout the chamber, and radiance casts an inky shadow behind the statue's wide wings. 5-foot diameter circular tile of dark stone is set on the floor in front of the dragon statue, and runes are carved around the circular title's inner edge.
Nice.
Using my one sentence.
You don't have to use. He doesn't have one.
All right.
I'm not trying to talk to him.
Okay, so that's what Erky sees.
Yeah, so using my one sentence after hearing that. Okay, so you still have those jewels, right, Wisp?
Oh, word. Do I?
Okay, so I'm gonna rush ahead with you. No, take EDTP with you.
Good.
And get them in the jewel. Get the jewels in the thing, and I'm gonna hold off this bugbear.
Okay.
All right, that was a good sentence as we move off of Erky and into these guys climbing. They continue climbing, and they are still moving their way up that 80 feet.
Making their way up.
You move at quarter speed when ascending. I will actually go ahead and make dexterity-based save throws, though, because I could fall. All right. And
Can and did.
Both fall about 10 feet.
Oh my god, I hope one of them doesn't.
You hear a
fell to
snapping.
their death.
You hear a snapping of bone as a femur breaks in the distance, sounding a lot like stone breaking under the weight of water, followed by a blood-curdling cry.
Ooh.
Is that a hobgoblin?
Yep. As one of them is fallen to their death, the other gets back up on the wall and continues to try and climb.
I'm so mad. You killed so many people.
I'm just really pissed he didn't win that award this last time.
All right.
That's fair.
And so after them, we arrive at Sylvestriel.
Sylvestriel.
Hey, Celestial, will you help with the bugbear?
Yeah, she, gets over here. Ready is basically crouches down. Rerolls that. Just, gets in position to...
What's the roll for?
Stealth.
We don't do that until people look for you.
Oh.
Good.
Well,
None
then.
of that is preemptive.
Yeah, preemptive, premeditated.
he wants to.
Losing. Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to our last round as we hit 9 o'clock. Let's see what we can do with one more. We have certain people that are new to the foray, so let's roll for the Unseelie Agent. And
Okay.
let's also
The
roll
Unseelie
for
Agent.
the Bugbear.
That dark fuck.
All right, Unseelie Agent.
Not good.
Not looking too awesome.
Good.
Yes.
Good. I've killed a couple of
I
them.
had a spell going at the time that because I'm in this ethereal exit, so this actually puts me at -1.
Wow!
So that means when you roll a 2.
C'est incroyable!
All right, and the Bugbear, a little bit more ready to party.
Ready to
At
partay.
13, let me adjust this roll or this initiative outcome. I'm going to go ahead and take a marker and I'm going to cross through everyone who needs to be adjusted, which I think is pretty much everyone after the Wisp. So I'm going to cross through everyone's shit here. So get things prepared. As I'm adjusting this initiative, why don't we hear you guys talk about the awards that you just mentioned that you were upset
Yeah.
about? So, why don't you guys talk about the shield meets for just a second?
So
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, so our shield meets are quarterly. Like once a season, we have a meeting where all of the players who are part of our community, which includes us
And people who want to join the community.
wanna join,
so if you're
wanna
in our
join, let me
area,
know.
hit us up and you can come join and see what it's all about and create a character.
and we vote on rules. Like for example, that attack of opportunity rule is something that we voted on. We voted to change from a spell slot system to a spell point system because it makes more sense. It's a really fun time. We play against each other.
It's a big potluck. We turn it into the Hunger Games pretty much, and instead of being on a team together, it's player versus player, and it doesn't destroy friendships, but there's a silent.
It gets close.
There's a silent couple days after.
Last time Asphodel killed my ass, and it was a fight to the death.
Yeah, it was a fight to the death.
Well, what was important to note in that is that those are our recruitment events. And
I did know that.
She did know the recruitment.
And kind of speaking a little more about that, if you're a player who's looking for a dungeon master, we can find that for you. If you're a dungeon master who's looking for players,
we would love you.
Help fine-tune your skills to match what we do here. And then also, if you're a group of people that has just been waiting for a dungeon master, we also welcome that. But you do have to be 21 and up, and you've got to be in the greater Fayetteville metropolitan area, which is about 30 miles of Benton and Washington County. I wouldn't see a problem with people down in Sebastian County, Fort Smith, Sallisaw area, but you'd have to come up here, obviously, for those meetings.
I'm not driving to Fort Smith.
I'm a little rooted.
I know people who do that. Valhalla Ice makes that drive a lot.
Every day, actually.
Oh.
That he works.
Making his way down.
And so, anyway, moving off of that into our last round, the official initiative order is going to go Asphodel, the Wisp, Edwin, Elf Troll Dragon Priest. How did I fuck this up? I fucked it up.
Now you fucked up.
Urky Timbers. Wait, no, not Urky. Damn it, that was right. Urky Timbers will be going 6th. 5th will be this Bugbear. Then Urky. Then Sylinistriel at 7th, and Unseelie Agent at 8th.
What about that guy?
He's still just moving at his own dear sweet time. I have a feeling he's going to die the next time he falls.
Nice.
So I'll just pretty much remember to do that at the end of the round.
Good.
Asphodel, top of the key.
So just like in Rick and Morty, when Rick is double gunning and going through the space station at the beginning of the last
episode of the 3rd season.
Yeah. I want to run across. I know this is open, so right as I dive across and I pass the door, I'm concentrating and casting Witch Bolt.
Ooh.
So 5d12 of damage shoot out from my hands and strike the bugbear.
Hypothetically.
So that's not with the establishing of the Witch Bolt. I believe I need to make a save throw.
Yeah, it is. I don't have it written down.
Okay, so we're going to do a quick look up. Benchmark to who finds it first. I guess it didn't matter if someone's going to find it.
We gonna find it.
Benchmark
Witch Bolt is oh, you make a ranged spell attack.
Okay, so let's see that.
Reroll.
Okay, we're using the Draconic Blessing. It's critical fail.
Great.
Alright, so you said you were jumping, you are prone, and the spell doesn't work as you land over here.
Good. Sylinistriel, if you could just fire.
Still your turn, you've moved 15 feet.
I just want to crawl the rest of the way over here.
Shame.
Just like I go.
Alright.
I'm crawling with purpose.
And the Wisp.
They've got that under control. I think. So I'm gonna walk through here.
Okay.
And I would like to, with my BA,
Alright.
hand over those onyxes and say, hey, are these that dragon sculpture's eyes? ETDP?
He kind of looks down at them and is a little weirded out. And He's like, these are covered in goblin script.
Okay, fair. All right, fair. So ETDP. Here's how we're gonna do this. My dude, my guy. First of all, that was really impressive, and I'm very happy about it. You gotta affirm your team members.
Yeah.
Second of all, so what's gonna happen is there's a dragon statue in the next room, said Urki, and I'm pretty sure it's a Chardalon base. So if you could go in with that, I'm going to have a readied action that whenever that fucking unseelie fuck comes in, I am shooting it, wherever it is, with 2 bolts, or with 2 bullets, and then I'm going to move, so what was that, 5, 10, 15, and then I already used my bonus action, so.
Okay.
I'm prepped and ready to shoot whatever the fuck. I mean, not whatever the fuck, but...
I definitely feel you. Okay, so, moving after the Wisp, we move to Edwin.
Alright. So, see, hearing, the, Matrix theme start, stop, and then just, run over, see the bugbear and the door. Ring of telekinesis, I close the door. Unless that door weighs more than 1,000 pounds.
It is not more than 1,000 pounds.
Alright, so it just goes, I go like this, and it goes...
Alright, so the door seals the bugbear inside. Anything else, Edwin?
Very cool.
I give you the nod.
Move back.
Alright, move back.
Just gotta go.
Not gonna stand here and
Elf
wait.
Troll Dragon Priest turns
Because if he can't
the
get out of
corner.
there, he's gonna be pissed.
My gods. This is the statue to a Chardalon.
Do I
remember
get a...
this,
in,
but...
Do I get a BM?
Hands in, dicks out, team.
Hands in, left hand.
I don't know what...
Left, your other left.
Okay.
I don't know my right from my left.
Alright. Hands in, dicks out.
Dicks out
Dicks
for
out for
a
a
Chardalon.
Chardalon.
I remember this prayer by heart. Let the sorcerer's power illuminate my spirit. And everyone who's in this room currently, which is 3 of us,
Oh, does Urki get a blessing?
the tile on the floor that was glowing shatters. The tile below you shatters.
Less good.
As red coalescent corporeal spirits float up and imbue you, just as it had done once previously. And you gain...
I love blessings.
You get...
Bless up.
advantage on all charisma-related checks and save throws for 24 hours.
Oh,
I am
good.
sad to
That's gonna
see
be
that this is no longer in the Hall of Red where it once was. We could bless entire gatherings of new initiates at one time. This is all that remains. What has happened to my hood?
Not your hood. Wait, why am I over there? Why are you moving me?
The crystal is attractive to the touch.
It's an attractive crystal.
Alright, so...
She cute.
Elf Troll Dragon Priest activates that. The bugbear is pissed. And...
By the way, I can maintain that by concentration, so I'm holding it shut.
Alright, so I'm going to attack it. Hit. 2, 3, 12. Oh my god.
I've been spitting on your dice, B.
Alright. You can see chunks of the stone just begin to give way up at the top during a portion as a loud whirring sound can be heard as flames spit through. You can see metallic razors slicing through the top bit.
Chainsaw!
I'm very familiar with how that looks and feels.
Flashbacks.
Ah!
Urky Timbers.
I imagine it'll
Turkey,
hurt even
turkey.
more naked.
I don't trust the shadow.
What?
Be wise not to step behind the statue.
Oh, I'm not planning on it, my guy.
Alright. Let's try and open this door. And try I did.
Oh, Urky.
Sweet, sweet Urky. My prince.
Urky
Can
can't make
he
it
talk
happen.
the door off?
As Sylvestriel jumps into her last moment in the sun.
Alright. Hearing, oh, I tried. Celestia runs in and is like, what are you guys doing?
I got a blessing, bitch. I say respectfully.
Yeah.
Awfully respectfully.
Yeah. I got a respectful blessing, bitch. It's just like, yeah, she goes in here and, she has dark vision, so I guess she just goes over to the statue and, just, I guess, takes it all in with an investigation check. But re-rolls to make it better.
God.
15!
You know what? Statues are pretty. And sometimes you just gotta leave it at that.
Man,
That's a nice
sometimes a
statue.
statue's a statue.
I use my one sentence through the sending stone. We really need to barricade ourselves. I feel as if a long rest is needed.
Alright, so...
Way ahead of you.
Agreed.
As you say that... I need you each to make a Constitution save throw versus a DC 22.
Okay.
All of you.
Is
Elder
it-
Dragon Priest.
He's so far away from
Bugbear,
us.
Is it
and-
poison related?
It is not.
Well, is it AoE or?
Let's find out if we get into our save throws. If it's able to
Alright.
affect you all, I would say that
I got a
question
23!
was rhetorical.
All right. Well then,
Alright, so-
I made it. Let's see if Sylvestriel is so lucky. Nope.
I got a 23.
I'm selling this.
Sylvestriel failed. I didn't.
Okay, so
Oh, c'est terrible.
those of
Oh,
you
shit.
that failed, what I want to know from the Wisp real quick is tell me a little bit about that damage reduction. Is that just on dex save throws?
It's on anything area of effect.
I need a little more specification than that. I don't remember reading an ability, so can we see the player's handbook and look at this ability so we can get a more definitive...
It's called evasion.
Boy.
I thought that was
Oh,
dexterity
never mind.
related.
One of them is and one of them isn't, and I can't remember which is which.
The one that isn't, I thought, was just related to piercing, slashing, bludgeoning.
Oh, I mean, I am that also,
Yeah.
but,
As a reaction, I'd like to cast counterspell.
Okay.
beginning at 7th level, you can nimbly dodge out of the way of certain area effects. Oh, no, it is dex. And then the other one is also dex. Oh, no, when an attacker that, I can't see him, can I?
Correct.
Yeah.
This is, however, this is not a spell. I'm using a Mystic Arcanum.
Is it not a spell?
No. So in using my Mystic Arcanum, I conjure a sphere of negative energy that radiates death through your bones.
I succeeded.
Those of you who succeeded will take half damage.
Great.
I will do it as one, and we'll resolve all of it from there. Okay, so I'll roll this twice. Okay, 11. I'll go 10, 22. This first roll. 22, 29, 32, 35 necrotic damage.
And half of that would be,
17.
18. Yeah, 17. 17 to those who got the half.
Cool.
Full to those who
93
didn't.
minus 17 was...
Celestial is like, ow!
I'm so mad. I have
Bugbear
such low
is
health
also
right
like,
now.
ow.
How dare.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to move.
You good? Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 120, I feel about a 4.
All right, so the unseelie agent moves down into the cavern away from sight after leveling that Mystic Arcanum on everyone.
Bye, pal.
Would he have come into contact with my orb?
He did not know. He was in the ethereal plane.
Even in the original when he was standing right there?
I, like you, cannot be charmed.
I had to make a save.
I know, but we had said that you didn't need to. We had done that on
okay.
accident.
Okay.
So, wise questions all around. As we reach this moment, we find ourselves at the end of part 6 as we are down in the Grove level.
We were so
This next
close.
time, we'll be breaking into the Twilight Grove because now that we have multi-planar hunters after us, you can feel as though there's more where that came from.
Can we just rest?
There won't be any rest so long as you're...
We can try.
So,
I'm confident.
I have
I'm
a
not
question
resting.
I'll go ahead and put it to you this way. He comes from one of these.
That's fine.
There are all of these others. Unless you are able to
Oh.
build a multi-planar chamber like what Tanaka could do with Leoman's tiny hut involving
Wait.
a ritual.
oh my god, really?
I think that's what that does. But anyway,
Well, I can cast that.
Yeah. Yeah.
we're done for tonight.
Right.
But ultimately what I'm
Write that shit down.
alluding to is unless you can abscond multiple planes with barriers, there is nowhere you can hide. And so we'll see what happens when we pick up here next time in our assault into the Twilight Grove to hopefully find the Gulthias tree. If you liked what you saw here tonight, we want to encourage you to make a donation
Thanks.
and support what we do here.
Follow
You can
us.
donate to
We
us
love
one
you.
time through our Stream Elements donate page just down on my channel, or you can give us a look up on our Patreon at patreon.com/Ruins of Adventure. If you're not able to do either of those things, but you still like what we do, make sure to follow this channel and also look us up on Facebook and like and follow that page. You're not going to regret it as we put out loads of illustrations, have tons of extra content, and we want to make this adventure a new standard for how people stream adventures for the people who watch,
And
being
wooden
able to
benches.
portray just one possible outcome and getting you the tools to bring it to your players and your dungeon master and see how well you fare. That being said, we move now to our credits page as we will see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Guys.
We love
Thanks
you.
for watching
Follow us.
me.
You'll still be able to hear us.
Oh.
Good.
You don't
You
have
gotta
to worry
hear
about
my-
that.
I hate those
Can
multiplanar
we just talk about how they
fucks.
can still
Yeah.
see me? That's my favorite part.
It's just you. I hate those multiplanar fucks.
Look, I am multiplanar.
I should have thrown a goddamn alchemist fire at it again. That worked last time.
It's okay. But,
ETDP got really excited about it though, and I was gonna let him have it.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's a
But
you.
on the bright side...
On the bright side, we didn't
Can
die.
I see the? Can
Bye,
I see
friends.
Can I see the thing?
The chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. My phone is DEAD dead.
I think it's actually DED. Dead. We don't need to spell in America. It's our God-given right to not be smart. Sorry.
Okay, DED did. You guys should come watch us live stream on Facebook. You guys
Yeah,
might want
we're
to
doing
post
a
our-
Q&A.
If you guys like to hear us talk about things that are less focused, not that I am particularly focused as a human, come watch us. It's facebook.com/Ruins of Adventure, right, B?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And we will be raffling off one of the Call of the Fae
Oh, yeah.
posters, right? Super fucked up
One of the
edition.
super
Correct.
fucked up editions. So if you
Yeah,
want a
so
fun
be
poster
sure
of
to-
us, let
Yeah.
us know.
Be
You
sure
can
to
ask
follow
me
and
things
like
about
us.
bears.
Follow, like, subscribe, whatever YouTubers say.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
There you go. One of us has it down.
Yeah. One of us has dreams of being YouTube famous someday?
Famous?
Not really, but
Why
at
not?
least YouTube present.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
I think this die is going back into Dice Jail. It was in Dice Jail for like 6 months, and I guess it didn't learn its lesson.
Well,
Yeah,
I think the other one needs to go there before.
Which other one?
The
Wow.
one that you rolled like 2 ones.
This
with.
pal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's
Yeah, there's
going
a
into
one.
Dice Jail.
Yeah, this one deserves to be
I like
Dice Jail.
I like the roll that it uses, but it just fucks with me. See, it,
Yeah.
it also gave me a couple
It's-
20s though, so win some, lose some,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I got-
Facts about bears. Someone's asking for facts about
Okay,
bears.
who is it?
Osanaps.
Oh, Synapse. Did you know that Africa used to have short-faced bears or some shit? Maybe. Because right now, I'm pretty sure Africa is the only continent that does not have bears aside from
I don't understand
Antarctica.
what he means. I mean, it could be a satirical joke.
I just don't like it.
Hog bucket.
Hog bucket enthusiast. Yeah. Also, did you know that black bears can also be brown?
I did not know that actually.
Yeah.
Can a brown bear be black?
No. Actually, well, it might be able to. I've not heard of that.
I didn't know if it was a square can be a rectangle, but a rectangle can't be a square argument.
No. It's one of those things where there's
It was just
multiple color
unbearable.
variations.
It was unbearable to sit through that class. It was kind of grisly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, I kind of want to go in a cave and.
I kind of
be alone.
hibernated through that class.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
So now I'm
But no,
foraging
so-
for answers.
I think.
Your breath smells bad, Chief.
But yeah, the one bear that I saw over in like just an hour south of us, it was a brown. So I thought it was a dog at first because it also had a radio collar,
Aww.
and I was like, "Wow, that's a
love
huge
colors.
dog on the hiking trail." And then it looked up, and we made eye contact, and I'm like, "Oh, this is how this is going."
This is how the world ends. This is how the world ends. Not
Not with
with
a
a bang, but with a bear.
No, I wasn't worried. I mean, I was like, I'm like, "Hello, bear friend," and then we kind of we had like an awkward silence, and like both walked away at the same time. It was awesome.
Other
And
bear.
then we saw it a second time, and thus we named it 2 times the bear.
Nice. Other bear facts. My favorite bear is a sun bear because their tongues are really long. And
Yeah.
It makes me laugh.
I don't like bears.
Get out of my...
I like otters. Otters are my thing.
My fun bear story, though, my 8th grade track coach,
Yeah?
he was a very eccentric man, is an eccentric man, won't say his name because he's very well known, would put duct tape on his nipples as he ran through the woods because it prevented nipple chafing,
Yeah.
and carried bear mace with him
Yeah?
because he would run into bears quite frequently.
Yeah,
That is my
that's a
nightmare.
thing.
So
I mean, if
Yeah,
it's a black...
I'm sure.
imagine a 5'9", 5'10",
That's why I had bear mace.
6-year-old man, very, very, very skinny with bear mace and nipple covers, running through
Pasties
the woods.
and bear mace.
And when he talked,
But he's got
he
one
talked
hell of a
with his-
stride.
He did. He did. Coach did.
All
Yeah.
right. Thanks for joining us so far, guys. We're going to move over to
We
our
love you,
Facebook
bye,
Live
friends.
broadcast.
You can tell a black bear from a brown bear by the hump on its back. Bye!
Which one's which?